140 for the rapper, busy man shit, nigga. They take their head over, nigga.
Right where Eve did to Adam, I just pray my love don't lie to me. Swing the iron like Samson, I can't let no hoe to lie to me. I don't feel these rappers, all they lies is hypocrisy. Ain't no competition, ain't no rivalry. Niggas think I'm playing, I don't hear one word they saying, this shit light work. Think Muhammad one of us, he might lose his life first. Circle up and stay alert. Another cop can stretch the nigga. He a demon, it's an exorcism. Watch I bless the nigga. You took that open blood, then you know I'm gonna get active with you. From the opposition, I see vision. Let me paint the picture. Rappers claim they spin, I ain't listening. Is in fact a fear. If revenge was a woman, now I stroke that bitch like Jake. So I war, we gon' run the summer. It's gon' be historical. Thought they making plays, made them niggas call the audible. Ask who run this shit, but that question is rhetorical. Bitch, I'm the one, me cookies with the oil. I'ma get them crackers, hell, should've never kidnapped my family. I can't be do that. Bet I be the last nigga standing. Do a life sentence for my niggas, pray you understand me. I might put a switch on this Glock and call it young baby. How you real trigger know them dots? You a bird feeder, claiming he a demon. What's a demon to a cold leader? When he says something, I ain't hear this shit like it ain't on who got the gun, it's on who gon' up that fight first. I turn a bad situation to a game change. Bring soldiers from the dead, just raised up the chain. Bring shots, I'ma look like Aaron Jones when I run it. Never bite the hand that's feet, you will never get that hand back. He bitch about 10%, I don't wanna hear none of that. He dropping sword, fuck him, just make sure you get that cover back. Look around, he ain't with us, probably cause he never was. Now my chin like you with the angels for your brothers. Everybody won't be Richard Porter, God kill him like Alpo. Play if he want, it's laying in the trunk like Lee Malvo. A certified woman's ass nigga, I am not a toy. Hey, out with that hollow sign, yeah, this the real McCoy. Feel like Gullah Jack when I'm in Fayetteville, you feel your boy. Still up on my brain, still I think that's all that I do. The way I get that boy lost, they gon' start to call him Elroy. Fuck his game, pop out on them demons like I'm Hellboy.
Practice, not a game, not the game that I go out there and die for and play every game like it's my last. Not the game. We're talking about practice, man. I mean, how silly is that? And we're talking about practice.
Back row.
Best believe that I'm top 3. The only thing is I'm not 2 and I'm not 3. Put me anywhere other than one that is not me. It's beef, we shred a nigga block, that's chopped cheese. No peace, the butterfly sting him, that's Ali. You reach, I teach him with the handle, that's Kyrie. Machines you hook like a Roman, that's IV. You a sheep, I'm a go, it's a difference, so watch me. You weak, all hooks, no punches, so block these. They mock me, I just show them how it goes. Try to stomach this thug life. They brain got the nose, bandana on the grip. All heads coming out the foe, connected from Cali to New York, nigga, so let it go. Made for this. Nigga, I eat bars and drink flows, thinking you woke into your third eye peephole. Line for line, this shit too easy. It's like a free throw. Mastered the game too early. This bitch a cheat code. It ain't a game. These niggas lame. State bring a shame. If I'm with an officer, it's a number in his name. We ain't the same. You want the easy pass? Tell him change his lane. Shit, I've been through the fire. You can't stand the rain. Take an aim. Tell him runner he can try his best. Drive a car named after me. That's why I'm in the vet. Laughing these niggas once again, and I ain't break a sweat. Number one at everything I do. That's why I'm one west. The Lord is not the God of the dead, so when I die, coming back for my spot, so forever I'm top 3. Just tell him to watch this janitor with the mop stick. You gonna need a defensive lineman to block this. On point when I bomb shit, 10 for 10, I do not miss. I'm barking with a full bulldog, it is not mixed. They can see that my mind's sick. I don't write, I find shit. I don't like it, then I switch. If I touch it, it's diamond. Tell a bitch that I'm God sent. It ain't because my kicks is built like 5'6", 5'7" is my bitch. Dangerous, high risk. I lose it, get another one. You think I'm talking about a girl? I'm talking about another gun. You hear now? Hey, look, it is what it is now. We don't fuck with the house niggas. We burn the crib now. I'm ahead now. And I hope they can hear now. I don't care if you think it's it, nigga. I don't fear clown. Silences make it sound like raindrop. That's a quiet storm. Get the job done in the view and get fired on. If you niggas standing for nothing, what you dying for? If you put real with real, that's how I was born. Walking this bitch ready for war. I'm in riot form. I want these niggas to see me flex. That's why I am armed. I shouldn't live in the crib, nigga. I should buy a farm to go through this shit so effortless. Best believe that I'm top 3. Only thing is, I'm not 2 and I'm not 3. Best believe that I'm top 3. Only thing is, I'm not 2 and I'm not 3. Best believe that I'm top 3. Only thing is, I'm not 2 and I'm not 3.
Bust the head.
ODing on a beat, Narcan flow. We outside. We outside with it. That temperature's getting hot, we take it outside. You run your mouth up in this club, we take it outside. I got my killers with me, you won't make it outside. Outside, cause we outside. Before the COVID had the mess and we was outside. The Glock loaded, extra mag and it's outside. There's one west for that bag and we outside. We outside. I got the world in the palm of my hand. One west sleeve stretched through it live on the gram. Had a whole world viewing. Click and subscribe. Had them niggas off the block. Tell them shooters they want a job. I just put them on the payroll. When I get control them, I just mold them like they Play-Doh. Soldiers giving Halo, trying to get up at them pesos. 40 cows send you out of space, Jeff Bezos. And Jeff Bezos, leave you all boxed up. All cause my delivery. I be on that prime shit. Take you time to get with me. Got me like Vladimir. Treat you like the Ukraine. Raid your little city, now you boating like Usain. Scope costs more than the rifle. I got new aim, fresh kick, spit with the blick. Not my shoe game. Used to have a dirty 30 tied to a shoestring. Now I got that Ruger 5 and 7. That's my boot thing. That temperature's getting hot, we take it outside. You run your mouth up in this club, we take it outside. I got my killers with me, you won't make it outside. Outside, cause we outside. Before the COVID had the mess and we was outside. The Glock loaded, extra mag and it's outside. There's one west for that bag and we outside. We outside. That temperature's getting hot, we take it outside. You run your mouth up in this club, we take it outside. I got my killers with me, you won't make it outside. Outside, cause we outside. Before the COVID had the mess and we was outside. The Glock loaded, extra mag and it's outside. There's one west for that bag and we outside. We outside. I don't talk hardly. Be there when you call me. Send them Philly clippers at your head like a baldy. Chopper get to roaring down your block like a Harley. No, this ain't a big hog. This the big dog.
In your city, swinging through the jungle like it's pitfall. In the water waiting, marching to my cadence. Big bursts of thunder in my hands like I'm reading. Shitty Mortal Kombat sounds, but I ain't playing.
Look them in the eye before the war like a weigh-in. I'm up in the AM, politicking movements with that Draco from the vid because it's proven. Waiting on my brother out of bed, he ain't do shit. That's how life go. Win some, you lose. Seen a little nigga beat a big nigga out his shoes. Seen that nigga come back, pull up with a gun strap, rob everybody outside, told him run that. We outside. That temperature's getting hot, we take it outside. You run your mouth up in this club, we take it outside. I got my killers with me, you won't make it outside. Outside, yeah, we outside. Before the COVID had the mess and we was outside. My Glock loaded, extra mag and it's outside. There's one west for that bag and we outside. Outside, yeah, we outside. That temperature's getting hot, we take it outside. You run your mouth up in this club, we take it outside. I got my killers with me, you won't make it outside. We outside, and we outside. Outside, and we outside. We outside, yeah, we outside. There's one west on them corners and we outside. We outside with it.
Don't let them take you out your spirit, gotta stay focused. Can't go back living how I was, cause it's repulsive. I don't ask for much, that's all I ever wanted. And not killing, die behind it, you can quote me. Yeah, these hoes for the streets, they ain't holy. I ain't pulling up the spiritual when devils kiss your boots. We ain't no cowards, please don't say what you gon' do. Or post something on the internet you think you gotta prove. Cause I got Karak Ice, I got Shia War, got Kasar Pakai, I got Imawan, got Kabata I got Tazaba, got Kakamai got Karanyala, got Yaragabar, Tribe Issachar, bring out Gobble War. Couple young men in this bitch with an olive oil. If you ain't in these ranks, then you out of order. It's a time for everything right now, it's time for war. And I'm still the same nigga when I'm not recording. I pull up, shoot from half like I'm Michael Jordan. I don't think they fit to join the Lord's army. I survived a Christian church, moral of the story. I done beat so many demons, I got war stories. Garment look so hardcore, look like I morphed on him. Appetite for battle, yeah, I'm war hungry. I ain't choose this life, the Lord chose me. I'm a certified priest and I don't take that lightly. How I feel about this shit, yeah, I can't describe it. I know they mad at me, cause I can't trust the white man. I gird up my loins and did something mighty. Yeah, what's done in private, it's gonna come to light. Speak the truth into these bones and watch them come to life. All my friends are dead, let loose all the plagues, yeah.
Call me Lisa too Jeezy. I mean that shit look easy. How bitches come and they greet me, they teach me. Bitches ain't shit and they never will be. I still see hoes on my nuts, but they can't feel me. But really though, I'm in beast mode with the flow. Yeah, it's 10 in the morning. I get up and this you know that I look into the mirror through my eyes. I see my soul. I see a true ass priest, Prince of Israel. Yes, bro. I be freshen up, wash up, a true nigga. Throw on my goal, it should go, you know me, car. Slip out the door with my fourth dimension cologne. Shout out TLC, Israel, you know who we on. Then I call up, cut this up. Wasn't much, just refresh with some young stars. Make some noise with this music with some lost tribes. Yeah, nigga, yeah. Now I know that times may change, but bitch, I'm still the same. Yeah, and I know this a crazy ass game. They really ain't a thing. And they know that gun gon' bang. Ain't tryna die today. Whoa, and they know what we all gon' say. Bitch on UPK, hey bitch on UPK. I can't even think about you right now. Yeah, I'm chillin' with the homies and you know how I put down. I'm cool and I'm just sippin' while fucking with these little bitches. Ice up on my neck, got these hoes so consistent. It's so relentless that I just come back with stats in my backpack. I gotta make a track. Man, fuck what you're talking about, that bitch is a net. Now I don't smoke no crap, but show a nigga from the back. I just on the block, now these bitches won't come out. Me and Cub chillin', got Modelos in the south. Niggas be muggin', but I name it in their mouth. Cause they know how Prince Sharp Mom put it down. Down, did it down. Hot in my coupe cruising around town. They all in the back on the ground. Glizzy on the mount. Bitches want water like I'm a fountain. They follow to the house. Well, shit, this ain't even my house. But, top ass bitches, they wanna lounge. Want me dog it out like a hound. But look what I found. When you're up, they all wanna come around. But when you're down, they just kick you on the ground. Lame ass nigga, he that bitch master. Lame ass buster, you fucking cracker. Judas ass boy, you backstabber. Yeah.
Shalom, shalom. Make sure this is good. Check. What is going on? This is Let It Be Known, episode 39. Yeah. Episode 39. What's going on, everyone? What's good? What's
iPad
good?
working over there?
What's good?
That iPad on?
Yep, iPad is on. Yep.
Clap that shit up then.
Give me some class for a second.
Yeah.
He said, "Yo, that's a clap. That's New York's clap. Yo, that's how you clap in New York.
That's how
Head nods.
That's how
you know
we
what
do
I'm
it.
saying? But yeah, we back. We back with Let It Be Known. Another Sunday. You know, Lord willing, we back again as always.
Damn right.
And you already know I'm on that camera. I'm gonna do that.
Make sure you on the mic though.
I'm on the camera. Here we go.
You on the mic.
Yo, what's going on, y'all? You know what I'm saying? Big up to y'all. Yo, make sure y'all share this too. All the brothers and too. Make sure y'all go to Facebook or whatever it is.
Did that already?
Yeah, and share it to death. Big up on my Akim holding it down. You know what I'm saying? This is Let It Be Known. Let's get it one time. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Big up to my man, Sugar Pun. How you been doing? You know what I'm saying? We'll get to you next. We'll get to you. I know you got to get back to your spot. We'll get to you. You know what I'm saying? Karab, what's been going on? You know what I'm saying?
Same stuff, different day. You know what I'm saying? Same devil.
Go ahead, Karab.
Day.
Same devil, different hell.
What's going on? How you been doing?
Town, man.
Well, son of Christ.
Same old.
Yawa Allah, what's up, nigga? What's been happening?
Mr.
Will report himself.
Working
Working hard. Go ahead.
Listen, it's like 7 projects, man.
Yeah,
Being worked on, right?
A lot going on. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I mean?
Yo, big up to my man Yawa Allah. Are we streaming on all platforms right now? All right, well, son of Christ.
Damn right.
So, Yawa Allah, you been doing good. You know what I'm saying? Hold on a second. I know you can see Paras on yourself, right? So, there you go, Paras. Smile for the camera, nigga. And we on Clubhouse, most time Christ.
Damn right.
Charlotte will take care of that. You're gonna raise your hand or whatever you want to say. Big up to all my brothers in UP County, all over the country.
Damn right.
You know what I'm saying? Big up to my brothers. You already know if you want to come up, you up there. You know what I'm saying? All the way up. Most time Christ. Right. You know what I'm saying? Big up to my man. Big up to my man. Big up to my man, Ashaga Pun. AG, you know what I'm saying? You know what it is. Big up with AG. What's going on, nigga? Talk to me. What's happening?
Chilling, just another day. Harlem. It's nice. It's actually warm for September, man. We gotta start taking advantage of this weather and do some shows outside before it gets too cold.
Yeah, maybe we'll do it next week or something. But right now, nigga, to me, it's getting cold.
I like the cold. I'm ready for fall.
Yeah, I'm in New York. And I like winter. You know what I'm saying? I like the snow and trudging through with your big boots, and your jacket on, your scully. I am a New York nigga. I love the snow.
Mm-hmm.
The sun, oh boy, the heat.
Yeah, man, it's just
man, I like it.
Can't escape it.
Word up. What's up, Joe? What y'all got brand new you want to talk about? Everything exclusive or what? What's up? What you got, man? Mr. Y, give him a hand. Mr. Yo himself.
Yeah.
What you got, Yo? Talk to us.
No, I like to get a shout out. You know what I'm saying, to the priests and prophets in New Jersey yesterday that we did.
Damn
right. Give him a hand.
Damn right.
Word up.
Oh man, it doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? This is an ISUPK. It doesn't matter where we go. The boots are in the ground. We in the crevices. You know what I'm saying? In the cracks. You know what I'm saying? On the block. We are ISUPK is on the block.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's where we at. You know what I'm saying? That's what we got 10 toes down. We in the places where other people don't want to go.
Right.
That's where you're going to see ISUPK all day, every day.
Damn right. All day, every day. You know, so give him a hand, y'all.
Damn right.
Give him a hand, man. You know, so hit that button. We outside every day, all day. No matter what. From Chicago to LA to Louisiana,
Texas,
to Miami, to Texas, to New York.
Right.
We outside all day. You know why? Because we represent the truth. And we never going to stop representing this truth. You know what I'm saying? Big up to all my hardcore sisters, too, that's tuning in. You know what I'm saying? All my sisters, you are super hardcore.
Damn
right. Give them a hand. Hit that hand, but let's get it. Big up to y'all. Y'all are super strong and solid, and we need y'all. You know what I'm saying? Not only do we need y'all, we want y'all, too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So let's stay strong. Let's stay solid, man. It's UPK on the Commander Junior Honda, man. We ain't playing around out here. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. Let me talk to my man, though. Y'all, Alan, what's good? What you got?
I'm good.
We ain't got to do the Royal Report right now. We're going to do the Royal Report soon. But what do you got? How you been doing, my brother?
I've been doing good.
Yes, Mr. Money and Muscles.
Listen, I've been doing good, man. I've been doing good. I've been doing a lot of work, literary work.
Right.
So I'm working on a few books. Yes.
Literary work.
I'm working on 2 scripts. So be on the lookout. Listen, this is the development time. So don't be surprised when everything starts coming out. It's like, oh, when did you do that? Now. That's when I did it. Right now.
Right.
Like, this is development time, man. I just think it's a space that many of us should get into but don't get into. Right. And I think we should focus more on that because one, it'll last longer, right? So everyone's focused on just digital content.
Right.
The problem is you don't own the platforms.
Right.
So, who knows what company will rise or fall.
Right.
So you got to start getting into some tangible books and things like that.
Right.
Because if you're thinking a long span of time, that will last longer.
Right. So depending on them, really depends on how long you'll have a lifespan on social media.
Right.
Yep.
Right. And remember, once you get into the literary area, all that can be turned into digital shit later. You know what I'm saying? Your books could be turned into movies and series and shows and episodes and short films and
audio books,
all of that.
Right.
You know what I mean? But generally, it don't work the other way around. You can have a fire episode or something, it could disappear. You know what I mean? So,
oh boy,
I encourage
hard times, man.
Yeah, I encourage everyone.
Times.
I encourage everyone to start getting into the literary space.
So go out there, nigga, write a book.
Yeah,
write something.
Listen,
I've been slacking on my book.
Listen, even if it's not a full book, right? You like Marvel movies, write that. Right. Whatever it is, get that literary brain going. Right. Whatever the content you're working on now, write about it. Write that.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because they're looking for that. They're looking for that. I jumped into that market because I realized if you keep seeing the same movie, part 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of the movie, they're running. They need your ideas.
So real quick, to the brothers and sisters that's listening, and please spread this word. You don't need a bachelor's degree, a master's degree, a doctorate. You don't need these things. You can be a dropout. Or someone that's don't have a GED, but maybe want to get one. Who knows? But you can get paid off writing.
Right.
Whether it's short stories, whether it's novels, whether it's whatever it is, you can make money off writing. You know what I'm saying? Tell everybody about your life story.
And listen, if you don't mind, they're looking for that too, right? You look at 50 Cent created a whole universe with power,
right?
And these are stories we all know. You have your story is valuable,
right?
You know what I'm saying? And you around so many people that have a similar stories. You think it's not,
right?
You are in a small area, like you know what I'm saying.
Right.
You think they know about how your life is in Monaco? How about Greece? How about you? You ain't even think about those places, right? But you should, because that's where you're gonna sell. You can sell your story. Like, get your stories out there. Don't let it go with you. Get your people's stories out there. Listen, your uncle, he funny, this and that. Get your uncle's story out there. It's all first of all translates into money.
Uncle Leroy.
Yeah.
Get your story out there, bro.
Even if and I know writing is a barrier for a lot of people. Right. Actually sit down. I get sleepy. Listen. Record yourself saying it, and then there's apps that will transcribe what you said. Like, you know
I hope my brothers and sisters are listening. You can make money off being yourself.
Right.
Just make it digital. Write it down. Make a video of it. Post it. Whatever you can do. You can make money off your story.
Right.
Yes.
So you can make money off your story. You gotta make nothing up. All you gotta do is show about you. Or the people you came across, whatever the case may be.
You'll never have writer's block. You don't have to think, I'm not creative. Just tell what happened. Like, you know what happened, y'all. It's fine. Listen, you had a breakup. Shit, make that shit pay you.
Right. Get paid off your breakup. Make a novel about bad relationship. Do something.
The Roman Wolf.
Right.
Rise and Fall of Romance.
Give him a hand.
That's that's based off a breakup. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude,
that's based off my life. Running around gunning when I was a young wolf.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This nigga like bull.
Like even
like telling the truth. That's about me.
Even things that you really think is like you went to work that Friday and damn, this boss is mean, this and that. Yo, that right there is an episode of The Office, my nigga. Like, people, they buy those. They buy just that one day I came in, this motherfucker stink, and you know what I mean? And so all of that you think is just day to day, nothing. There's funds, they will pay you for that. Listen, they're not as creative as you think they are. And since you are creative and you live an interesting life, you just assume everyone does. No.
Right. No. That's not true.
Rise up.
So, Salakia, so if I may, I'm over here thinking about exactly what you're saying, that get paid off of your stories.
Right.
Because, you know, in the Blacks, Hispanic, Native American communities, you know what I'm saying? We sit down, talk about our stories for hours.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, literally for hours talking about when you was 10 and the stuff that you went through at 10. You know what I'm saying? The stuff that you went through yesterday.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We was on me and the brother was chopping up. I was telling him about the story that said it's not over until it's over. That's why I called this story that I was telling them.
Right.
What happened one night, you know what I'm saying? What happened one night. And I started thinking about that. I'm like, yeah, why not?
That's a whole short series right there.
Yeah, I call it. It's not over until it's over. Until you go to sleep, anything can happen.
And people don't understand, like, you know, you are very descriptive when you're telling a story. You just don't know it.
Right.
So you were like yesterday, you know, even saying yesterday, right? And y'all live in the same city. You're describing you're describing the weather, what time it was. You know what I'm saying? You was like, yesterday I was waiting for the ice cream man and this car pulled up. So you are storytelling. You know what I'm saying? That's that information right there is enough to make an episode or something, a script that they will flesh it out. You know what I mean? I was sitting on a stoop, a caddy drove by. It was a 69. I was impressed. You know what I'm saying? All this, you know, even the things you think, even things that anger you. You know, cops hopped out, they bothered me. That's a whole story right there. You know what I mean? Like just be inspired. Be inspired. You're looking at me and you're like, what you mean? You writing 2 books and 2 scripts? Yeah. I'm getting my stories out. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting my stories out. And listen, you don't gotta be the nicest. You know, there's people who will help you out. Like you know, you can have just a synopsis. There are people who that's their job. They're editors. You know what I'm saying? They're writers, whatever the case may be. Get your story out, man. Don't let it go with you. Look, people move to new cities, not understand that's an entire movie right there. That's an entire movie. You know what I'm saying? I got evicted. I moved to a new city. It was scary. I had to find places to eat. Listen, you watch that type of shit every day. You just don't realize it. You know, when you go on TV and watch people tell your story, damn near, you tell it, make some money. You know what I'm saying? The book, alas, the script can be turned into a movie series. They can even use those elements for episodes of things that's already out. You'll still get paid off the episode. Every time it plays, like you're a writer. You're a writer on this episode. It's that simple, man.
Right.
Listen, it's a different age, man. We're in the digital age. It's easier to get these things out. And I encourage people to get these things out, man. Don't be scared, man. The time is now. You're already not doing it. So if you fail, you're gonna be right where you started. So it's, what they ain't failure then, right? Hey, Ashar, think about that. Just think about that real quick. Like that's like saying, look, I don't want to do something. I'm scared I'm gonna fail. You're gonna be where you started. You're already not doing it. So if it goes nowhere, whatever. But you'll have a thing now. It could come up years later. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like
when I started the calendars, I don't know if you remember, I spoke to you like almost like every other week for like 2-3 months.
Right.
You know, and then boom, they get in the calendars.
Now, was it that great? Like, and now that's a perpetual thing now, right? Next year, who they gonna ask for you? Who's making the calendars this year? Who's making them?
Right.
You making them. Now you're gonna keep getting paid. That was one idea 2 years ago. You're gonna keep getting paid. Listen, I get paid off designs I designed 8 years ago. 8. You know what I'm saying? Get that shit out. Yeah, I mean, if you don't have the opportunity, you'll know people. You may meet them later, but at least you'll have something to present. You know what I'm saying? There could be a time where it's like you go to a party or whatever, and someone's in the room. They talk. Oh, I got a book. I got a script. Change your life. You know what I'm saying? Get these stories up, man. I encourage you. I know I'm being a little long-winded, but it's important that our people understand. Like, listen, you are a resource, and you should profit off your resource.
Listen, Most High in Christ, man. That's also Yahweh, man. When you know day by day life lessons of how to make money and what to do with your little thoughts, man. But as you know, just let it be known.
Let it be known.
Let's get right into it, Shaw. What we got for our first article, man? Let's talk about the problems our brothers and sisters face every day.
All right, so check it out. You know, we talk about the white man a lot, you know?
Right. All the time.
Right.
All the time. We talk about the devil all the time.
Right? So I figured we kind of switch gears and talk about another type of devil.
All right.
Those disgusting Africans.
Go in.
Right? You know, I don't know if you guys know, but there was a movie that just came out recently called The Woman King.
Right. Oh man.
Yeah, I've seen
King,
some
right?
of it.
Oh
right.
man.
And you know, they got a sister playing the part of an African woman who was like some warrior and a king and whatnot. But
right.
Despite the movie coming out, there's a big chunk of people that are trying to boycott and are boycotting that movie.
Right. I'm one of them.
Hey, me too. You know, like great minds think alike. You know, they're boycotting that movie because digging deeper into the history of the African tribe that is being portrayed in this movie, they've had a huge hand in the transatlantic slave trade.
Absolutely.
Right.
Where they hunted down the Negroes, the Judites, the Benjamites, the Levites in Africa and sold them to the white man.
It was their main source of income.
Yeah, the main source of income. And they even used the slaves to get rich, like you were saying, making palm oil and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I got an article right now where we're gonna go over what's going on. So let's see. Right,
it's interesting too because it's like they're presenting it to you for you to be excited, you know. And the funny thing is that they're omitting certain things so you don't realize who it is they're asking you to celebrate.
Right.
It's insidious.
Like when I first saw the trailer, I was like, okay, some other feminist, pro-woman,
right,
and woman empowered movie, some BS,
some woke shit,
some quote unquote woke movie. And then I'm reading articles and coming across stuff, and like these were Hamites that were enslaving and killing us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, who they do deals with?
The devil, the white man.
Right.
What nation?
I think it was the English and the Dutch.
The Portuguese.
Portuguese, okay.
English and the Portuguese.
Same thing to me.
But look, I'm getting this. I'm getting this up. You know what I'm saying?
Like you said, you got to when you're telling a story, you got to get the details.
I'm getting this up there. Like, how long ago was this?
Sheesh. I'm not sure. I didn't do the history. I just got the article.
Like, you know, it was 200 so years. You know what I mean? When it ended or what have you.
So, like, yeah, so if I may, and what you're saying is so hard body one west is you're talking about the Portuguese. Also, who was behind them was the Spaniards.
Yes.
The Spaniards. And before even that happened, they got, you know what I'm saying? They got their blessings from the church, from the Christian, you know what I'm saying? From the Catholic Church.
Yes.
Before they even went out. And they got like deputized to say, you know what I'm saying? These nations are heathen nations and they deserve to get what they wanted, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because they're about to become our property. So this was the church. But I think you was about to call on the first ship that went out, and everybody knows it was the good ship Jesus.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they went out, and specifically, and also they also went out for spices.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And to try to do trade, doing trade. But then that's when they started the land and slave trade, because I was a black. You know what I mean? Then it dawned on me. I'm like, how did, you know what I'm saying, three snow roaches go up into the heart of Africa with muskets?
Exactly. Right. Exactly. It didn't.
Like, they had to have, you know what I'm saying? They had to have some help. But, you know what I'm saying? But I was like, yeah, they went in there and took people or whatever, but they had help.
And they try to downplay the institution that it was. Right. If you make it seem like it was just a few wild people, you know what I mean, who went there and took no. There was agreements made, there was permissions given, you know what I'm saying, from the same monarchs that you are crying for the death, because someone died in a monarchy. It was the same families, you know what I mean? If this person lived to 100 and her mama lived to 100, and you're going back 200 years ago, what does that say? You know what I'm saying? Like, and just think about how short of a time that is. You know what I mean? That's two people born, died, full life, and they're trying to sell you your oppression. Like, and that's a short period of time. People have a problem with time. You know what I mean? Like, they don't understand. It just happened. Right. You know what I mean? That just happened. You know, so it's like, no. Boycott this movie. Boycott this movie. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't want to. Come on. You shouldn't want it. You shouldn't want to see your oppressors as glorious. You know what I mean? Like, come on, man. That whole tribe, and they fought to keep making slave money. You know what I'm saying? Even when there was a thing of, well, we gotta replace the slave funds with palm oil, they fought to not do that. Even when other nations started, like, you know, quote unquote, freeing slaves, abolishing slavery, they were just like, well, then we'll just work with a nation that still buys slaves. You know what I mean? Like, it gets much deeper, and our people should, like, be cautious. You know what I'm saying? Don't just celebrate anything brown right off the bat. Like, you have to do your due diligence. Unfortunately, we're not in a position where we see someone brown, we just gotta, no. Read up on it first. See what is this exactly? Who are these people? And you'll come to find out they're the people that sold you.
Right.
You know what I mean? They sold you. And when they sold you to many countries, and then when countries started abolishing slavery, they said, well, then we'll just keep selling to the other countries. It wasn't a change of heart. You know what I'm saying? You would still be in that position if they could. You know, and that's an important fact. Let's get right to it. Let's get to the article. I don't want to, I'm in a talkative mode, man. As you can see.
All right, so this article right here is from TMZ, and it's called "The Woman King Calls for Boycott of Viola's Film Amid Slave Trade Criticism." Viola Davis' new movie has sparked a fierce debate about Hollywood covering hard truths through a lens, including slavery, resulting in some calling for a boycott of this one. The Woman King hit theaters this weekend, but almost as quickly as the hype for the flick started soaring, the pushback also began, with some calling for an outright shunning because of what they perceived as whitewashing the history of the subjects depicted. Someone says, "This is a difficult story to tell. My take as a historian of slavery and Atlantic slave trade on the movie."
So did the movie dabble? No, I'm saying, did it dabble in the Atlantic slave trade in the movie?
No, it was. I don't know. I didn't see the movie.
From what I'm hearing, not enough. No, like it. You know, it's the thing about certain movies. They tell a story, right. So that's like having
this is a separate story while it was going on.
Right.
I know what you're saying.
But they're shying away from the slavery part on purpose. They know it. They're shying away from it on purpose. But people was like, no. You're not gonna make, because you martyr people, you immortalize them. Like, you know what I'm saying? You're not gonna make this group of people popular in the eyes of the people they subjected. Right? When people saw this, they see a sister, they start cheering, like, yeah, the woman king is so strong and powerful. And you're not gonna have our people aspire to be our oppressors. You know what I'm saying? And they're getting pushback on it now, because it's like, no, you try to paint them in such a great light so that our people start loving them. You know, we was robbed of our culture, so we're more susceptible to attach to other cultures. We're looking for the powerful ones of us.
Right.
Notice how, and this is something I just noticed. Notice how when it's a good role, even if it's fantasy, they won't get a black person to do it. They'll get some African to act like he a black person. You know what I'm saying? If you look at a lot of the new movies, it's some African dude pretending to be a nigga. But when it's this, and it's your oppressor, no, get the nigga to be exactly. It's like, I'm not rocking with it. I'm not. And there's no way of doing this movie, doing the research for this movie, for this story. There's no way of doing that and not seeing that this was a group that oppressed us. So they fully well know the history of this group, this tribe. There's many tribes, but these are the people you want to sell to us. Remember, this is directed to us. This movie, you know what I'm saying? You're getting one of our historically black praised actors. You know what I'm saying? Viola Davis. You know, you if you look at how they're promoting it, it's for you. Now, what if you may have the wherewithal not to fall for it. Like this. You may have the wherewithal not to fall for it, but do your children? Do they have the wherewithal? No, they don't. Right? They see someone powerful, strong, look like them. 10 years, they're going to be calling themselves part of that tribe. They're going to want to be that for Halloween.
Yeah.
Like it becomes ingratiated.
Slave trader.
Exactly. No, you can't let that slide, man.
Let's read some more.
Yes, sir.
It says, the criticism, the African tribe shown on screen, the Dahomey, as well as their all-female military regiment, the Agolji, are presented as righteous, empowering liberators in all the marketing thus far, when in reality, they were knee-deep in the Atlantic slave trade. The record isn't pretty. Dahomey was one of the handful of tribes in the 17th, 18th, 19th centuries that captured.
Well, what was that last one?
19th centuries.
The what century?
19th centuries.
It's not that long ago.
Nope.
See what I'm saying? It just happened. Like, you feel me? Like if it was up to them, you would still be enslaved.
Right.
It's like, keep going. I'm sorry.
That captured and sold off black slaves to Europeans, a means of trade they continued for a good while until the Brits actually forced them to stop in the mid 1800s. Someone states in a Twitter, in a sane world, The Woman King, a film apparently lionizing a slave trading imperialistic colonial African nation, might be criticized for taking gross liberties and watering down uncomfortable facts. Instead, it wins praise for its love of freedom and black culture. The trailer doesn't allude to any of this whatsoever. It just shows Viola training a new wave of recruits for the Agolji and battling against what appeared to be white colonizers in a showdown. Because of this, it seems a good handful of folks are crying foul, alleging the studio, Sony, is attempting to rewrite history and downplay the Dahomey's part in all this. While some have made it clear they're against glorifying anyone who facilitated the slave trade, white or black, and appear dead set on boycotting, others are arguing people should see the film for themselves, saying it does in fact tackle the issue with nuance.
There's no nuance with slavery. There's just no nuance. And that little tidbit you read where it said like they was forced to stop by the British, it doesn't go into the fact that they try to circumvent that. You understand? They went back to the Portuguese. They try to like, no, we're gonna find a way to keep doing this because it is the main source of all of our income. People don't give that up. You know what I'm saying? Just think about that. When we say that's the main source of that income, it ain't pounded yam. It ain't nothing. It's slaves. That's how they survived, off your back. That's how they sustain themselves. That's how they've been around so long. They having movies made of them. I'm telling you, it is not out of all the tribes. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna go to that one. That's why they said a handful of tribes, because it's on purpose. It's on purpose. And my issue is not just with the movie. You could choose to watch it or not, whatever. My issue is what's going to happen afterwards, right? When you go on Netflix or any of these streaming searches and it says black voices and shit like that, you know what I mean? It shows you like a black, who the black movies. Yeah, that's where they're going to put that movie. You know what I'm saying? It's damn near making fun of you. It's a mockery. First of all, those categories are mockeries now. If you look at them, the boys in the hood, these are strong black voices. It's a mockery. Hollywood been doing it. You know what I'm saying? And they're trying intricate ways, I would say, to keep doing it. You know how many scripts are written? I'm writing the script now. You know what I'm saying? I can tell you how scripts float. I don't know if you know that. Like when you see a movie come out, the script for that movie was probably written 10 years ago. You know what I mean? It floats around. People hold on to scripts to wait for the right timing to make it a movie. You know what I mean? They are fully aware of what they're doing. And you have to understand, people make sure of these things before they fund them, right? Like people, how movies are made, they're funded. You know, so people they make sure they do history and all of that. Like they know exactly what they're doing. And they thought if I just show black people, attacking white people, this is the perfect time frame. They won't understand. They won't know. They won't do their history. They won't read.
Right. And the thing about this is a bigger picture because at the end of the day, so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, we're just so like amazed by Egypt, by Africans, by whatever, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And at the end of the day, it is Egypt who we really love, because you talk about Africa, what's the first thing a nigga want to talk about? The goddamn pharaohs and the damn pyramids and all that nonsense that been going on at the Egyptian text, the Book of the Dead. They always go into there. Why? Because they don't care about no other tribe. They don't care about the Ethiopians, the Ureta, or whatever how you say them, the Igbo or whatever, all the other tribes. It always goes back to everyone, kings and queens and pharaohs and Uthman and Sa'i or whatever.
Exactly.
Whatever they want to call it. But and letting you know, this is scriptorial. But if I could, let me get Isaiah chapter 30, verse 1. Isaiah 30, verse 1. Because at the end of the day, I don't know nothing really about this movie. You know what I'm saying? I haven't seen it. I just seen clips of it. I just tell you one thing. I know black women was in the uproar to go see it. Black women went to go see this movie like it was going to get us out of captivity. You know what I'm saying? It's like we're going to band the most powerful black women together and we're going to rush into this movie theater and we're going to come out saved. You know what I'm saying? That's what I saw.
And we're gonna wear the dots and drawings of the people who captured you. Like understand how crazy that is. You're gonna try to emulate them. You know what I mean? You're gonna dress like that. There's people who captured you.
Right. And
those are monsters to your ancestors. You know what I'm saying?
Salakia, sir, if I may, before I read the scriptures,
right?
Like you said, we're gonna worship them, the ones who captured us. You know what I mean?
Right.
And we have our parents, and our parents would teach us. You don't go, the way of them. You know what I'm saying? They are murderers, they are robbers, they are rapists. And guess what? They murder our parents. Now our children don't know, and we're gonna start worshiping them every morning. You know what I'm saying? We put our hand over our chest and say the Pledge of Allegiance.
Right.
Go ahead, Mashar. You got the scripture?
Come on. I'm going to read it.
Okay, come.
Where we got what is it? Isaiah chapter 30 verse 1. Woe to the rebellious children.
It says what?
Woe to the rebellious children.
Keep going.
Say the Lord that take counsel,
right,
but not of me.
Right. So it says, woe to the rebellious children, said the Most High, that take counsel, but not from me. Listen, we take counsel from other people, but the Most High.
Right.
We take counsel for people who want to do harm to us, to put us in slavery. The ones that tell you that what they'll disform the woman's clitoris. You know what I'm saying? They'll do all types of things out there in Egypt and in Africa, all types of tribes. You know what I'm saying? This tribe probably, listen, you want to be a warrior, princess, right? We need you to go out there, put mud on your face, run into the forest. And listen, they got crazy customs. They got crazy counseling.
Right.
But you rather get counseling from everybody else in the world, especially people from Egypt, especially these black power type of people. You rather get counseling for them, and they're going to take your money and take all types of stuff. But you rather not get counseling from people of the Lord, man.
Right.
People of the Most High God. You rather not. You rather come here and argue us down about nonsense. About that's a white man's book, brother. That's a white man's book. How you reading a white man's book? Just like how we reading the white man's English, right? The white man's text, using his white banks, using his white cars that he built. The same thing, right?
Right.
We don't argue about nothing else. So why we have to argue about the Most High God? It's because it says what? Read it again from the top.
Khan. Woe to
it says what?
Woe.
Destruction. Keep going.
To the rebellious children.
To the what?
The rebellious children.
To the what?
The rebellious children.
The what?
The rebellious children.
That's the key. Because we're all rebellious children. We want to be rebellious so goddamn bad, you'll sell your son to be a Egyptian. You sell your whole family to be a white man. I mean,
right.
A white culture. You do whatever it takes not to be a nigga. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be John. You don't want to be Lisa. You don't want to be give me a Spanish woman's name real quick. Esmeralda. Yeah, you don't want to be Esmeralda on the block and TT Towers. You don't want to be her. But you want to be Samantha, you want to be Billy, James, Catherine, whatever those names are. You rather be them. Because we're what?
Rebellious children.
Keep going.
Saith the Most High, that take counsel, but not of me.
Keep going.
And that cover with a covering,
right,
but not of my spirit.
Right, look, you cover with a covering, just like how it was back in the what you call it, in Genesis, back with the tree, right? The tree that fruit, those leaves, you had those coverings of the other nations. So it says that covering with the covering, but not of my spirit. You want to do the same thing like we've always done.
Right.
I want to be in the cover of the Egyptian. Pharaoh, King, peace, King, love, King. Go ahead, Parazah.
Like it, so I want to wear the dashikis.
Right, you want to wear the dashikis, you want to do everything else but be a goddamn Israelite.
Right.
You want to be everything else but about just not being a modest woman. You want to do everything, but not be what you're supposed to be. Keep going, Parazah.
Khan. That they may add sin to sin.
Mm-hmm. Keep going.
Khan. Verse 2. That walk to go down into Egypt.
Right. They walk to go down into Egypt. Keep going.
And have not asked at my mouth to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh.
Listen. You don't ask me to do stuff. You go down there to get strong on Pharaoh's behalf.
Right.
You go down there. I'm gonna cover my covering with the spirit of Africa and what and go down there and embrace the Egyptian culture, man. Embrace these pyramids. Embrace those pissy pyramids, man, that they pee on. You know what I'm saying? You know those Arabs pee on them pyramids nowadays, right? It's not as holy as it was supposed to be, as people bring out to be. Paradisa?
Salakia, sir, if I may, I'm going to cut all my hair off and leave a lock there, and you know what I'm saying, and wear unks, and you know what I'm saying, and make sure and have tattoos on my face and all, you know what I'm saying, on my chest to show off my cleavage.
Yeah, not only that, I'm gonna have sex with my brother so I can keep the monarchy and power, right?
Crazy. The royal blood
and power. Yeah, listen,
royal blood.
Who you Queen Elizabeth out there, nigga? What you doing? Trying to keep everything into the same family.
Crazy.
That's how they are. That's the culture that we wanted to be bathed in, to be covered in. Keep going.
Come on. And to trust in the shadow of Egypt.
Keep going.
Come on. Verse 3. Therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame.
What does it say?
For the strength of Pharaoh be your shame.
Right, and because of all this is therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame. Finish up.
And the trust in the shadow of Egypt your confusion.
Yeah, listen, all the culture we take of Egypt is going to be our shame.
Right.
I don't care if it's I don't care if it's just Egypt. Africa in general is going to be your shame because that's what we fall back to. Right. If you're an Igbo, if you're an Ethiopian, if you're a Cushite and Hamite, Hut, listen, it goes on and on.
Nobody want to be Israelite though.
Nobody want to be an Israelite. But the strength of Pharaoh, that's going to be your shame. And this is why these type of movies we can't follow.
Right.
They always show you the covering of it. The covering's always great. The empowerment of so-called black women, look, that's the greatest thing ever. But the deep down, the strength of it is going to be a shame to you. Why? Because you realize these are the people who sold you.
Right.
So your great ancestors. You know, you go to South Africa, there's walls with us, our prints on there, our Hebrew, us crying. And guess what? I bet you some of these so-called African sisters put you in there.
Right.
Put you in that goddamn hellhole in South Africa where people go and what? They end up crying. You end up feeling sad and shameful. Why? Because I can't believe we went through this. How could we? It's because we love Pharaoh so much. We love Egypt so goddamn much. And you ain't love your God, man. You ain't love your creator. Right. The one that put you above all people, you put him to shame and took on Pharaoh's traditions, man. Took on Egypt's traditions, Africa's traditions. Hell, you took on goddamn America's traditions who stole it from Egypt. So because of that, we're going to always be a shameful, disgusting type of people until we come back to the Most High God and follow these laws, statutes, and commandments. And then maybe the shame can fall on our oppressor for once.
Right.
Maybe he'll be shameful for picking up a tradition he wasn't supposed to teach you. Maybe that will come over him. Shame shall come over thee, as it says in Obadiah. Why? Because he's done some horrific things, the so-called Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. And because of that, he has to be destroyed, along with the other nations, the goddamn Hamites, the Igbos, especially how it says the Ethiopians. Scriptures talk about the Ethiopians got to get a sword.
They'll be slapped through.
Yeah, listen, man. Death to all the other nations and rise for the so-called Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians.
Right. What you bringing out is so heavy because it's like our women. I mean, this is clearly feminist. You know what I'm saying? And our women are so they want to rule over their men so much. They're gonna support a woman king movie, even though it's from a tribe that enslaved you. You know what I'm saying? Like it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. They'll do all that, but won't be modest. You know what I mean? They won't follow the law, statutes, and commandments. They won't do anything else.
Absolutely. But what we got next?
Salakia, sir. If I may, I have another scripture, you know what I'm saying, based upon that. For Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indian. I'm going to the bedrock. Let me get Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 32.
Icon.
Yeah. It said, and this is those filthy Hamites, those Africans. You know what I'm saying? And this is what happened, you know what I'm saying, to our people. Because like I said earlier, you can't have like three, you know what I'm saying, so-called Europeans go up into the heart of Africa with three muskets. And totally, you know what I'm saying, conquer that land. They have to have help. They have to have handshakes. They have to have trades. You know what I'm saying? And the trade was blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. And I'm going to read this scripture, Bob Shaw. You know what I'm saying? That, and this what they did. Is, you know what I'm saying? This is what the Hamites did. And you know what I'm saying? In partnership with the Europeans. Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto a people. You know what I'm saying? From given to a people. You know what I'm saying? We was given from the Hamites to the, you know what I'm saying, to the so-called Europeans.
Right.
And that, you know what I'm saying, in thy eyes, who eyes? Our eyes shall, you know what I'm saying, shall look and fell with longing. You know what I'm saying? We was crying. You know what I'm saying? We was in anger. You know what I'm saying? We was in tears. We was mourning. You know what I'm saying? Because our sons and daughters was given to another nation of people, have been stolen, have been, you know what I'm saying, have been ripped.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Have been separated. Like they doing it on the border as we speak to the Ishkarites, to the Mexicans, still separating families.
Right.
You know, families they ain't get together for the past 5 years.
Right.
So if you was one, now you're 5 years old, you still didn't see your mother, you still didn't see your father. This is happening right now. You know what I'm saying? Longing, longing for them. All the days long, it's still happening. 5 years past, you still have families separated from their, you know what I'm saying, from their mothers and fathers.
Absolutely.
And there shall be no might. There was no might in thy hands. There's no might in thy hands. The only might that's coming from the Most High God for blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. If we come, you know what I'm saying, if we come to our God, if we come back to our heritage, the Most High God would deal, you know what I'm saying, deal with our enemies. Right. We have enemies in this earth. And those, you know what I'm saying, and those goes along to those, you know what I'm saying, to those filthy Hamites. You know what I'm saying? They was in cahoot with the Europeans, had sold black, you know what I'm saying, had sold blacks, Hispanics, and their American Indians and Slovakians.
No, listen, Most High in Christ. I don't want to stay on this topic so long, but Ashar, real quick, do we have that video where the Nigerian was talking to Commander Jerry Yohana and he admitted everything? No, do we have it on deck? No. All right, then don't swear. We don't have to worry about it. Let's go on to the next
one. What we got next?
So next up, you know, we got an article on Puerto Rico, the tribe of Ephraim. You know, they're always getting pounded and bombarded with hurricanes.
Right.
But ever since Hurricane Maria, there's been a greater need for aid.
Right.
Because the people on the island, they're scared because at any moment, a strong wind can come and knock out their electricity for days and weeks.
Right, destroy the infrastructure.
Yeah, the infrastructure is demolished. Worried about how they're going to have clean drinking water. And here, there's a Hurricane Fiona that's actually making landfall on the southwestern part of Puerto Rico. Right? So let's see. All right. So it says Hurricane Fiona made landfall along the extreme southwestern coast of Puerto Rico near Punta Tucán, with winds of 85 miles per hour.
Good Lord.
Right? Power has gone out across all the U.S. territory of Puerto Rico on Sunday. So they have no power across the entire island, according to poweroutage.us. As Hurricane Fiona bears down on the islands, which are already grappling with the threat of flooding and mudslides stemming from the Category 1 storm. Puerto Rico is 100% without power due to a transmission grid failure from Hurricane Fiona, the website said. Governor Pedro Pierluisi confirmed the outage in a tweet, noting the entire electric system was out of service and officials have activated the proper protocols to work to restore power. The blackout, which followed hours of progressively worsening power outages, comes 5 years after Puerto Rico's power grid was devastated by Hurricane Maria in September 2017, leaving many residents without electricity for months. But officials have stressed it won't be like last time. Not long before the lights went out, Amna Gomez, head of public safety and crisis management at Luma Energy, which operates Puerto Rico's power grid, said utility authorities plan to repair and restore electricity with the help of local government agencies. This is not Maria. This is hurricane will not be Maria, Gomez said. Fiona has continued to strengthen Sunday and now packs sustained winds of 85 miles per hour, which point the storm was about 25 miles southwest of the city of Ponce. The storm impacts have already been felt. At least one death has been reported in Base Terra in the French territory of Guadalupe, according to the vice president of the territory's Environment Agency, who said the capital had been devastated by flooding, right? So this is basically how some people are surviving. You know, if you look back at pictures from Hurricane Maria, the entire island, was devastated. They had to drive miles and miles. They were drinking like nuclear wastewater,
right,
or something like that.
This company Luma, is that private?
That I'm not sure.
Because if it's saying they're going to work with local state government, then it's probably private, and that speaks on another issue, a problem that's been growing. You know what I'm saying? Like private energy companies coming in to handle local state government things, to whereas, they're not going to spend money unless they absolutely have to. You know what I mean? Like your local and state government is more likely to actually, if they're in charge of your power, they're more likely to fix the infrastructure on a consistent basis. When you sell that to private entities, they're more likely not to because it costs more. You know what I mean? They're focused on their shareholders. So this is unfortunate for Puerto Rico, and it's something that I see happening all over the U.S. Like for some reason, obviously, the island is going to get hit worse because it's more isolated, but it's a canary in a coal mine. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like the whole power grid's connected. There's no like separate energy like basis. You know what I'm saying? So it's like once that power grid's out, everything's out. And if you look at the US, the mainland US, it's only two. Damn, you could say three, but they're basically two on the West Coast and the East Coast. You know what I mean? We're not very far from that.
Well, don't talk about that yet. That's more on the war report.
Gotcha.
Don't give the war report out already, nigga.
I ain't giving nothing now. Hey, we talk about Puerto Rico, man.
you are slowly, he is slowly going into the war report, nigga.
Puerto Rico. Nah. Puerto Rico.
I mean, after this, we can go to the war report. You know what I'm saying? I have no problem with that, but go ahead, Parazza.
Salakia. So, if I may, and what you're saying is so hard body went west because Puerto Rico is a part of America.
Commonwealth.
It's a Commonwealth, right?
Yeah, it's a way of saying a colony without saying a colony.
If I may, and all these things that happen to Puerto Rico, because I know Puerto Rico, this is where America do their dirt. Remember they used to test bombs over there in Puerto Rico.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Test bombs in all this, you know what I'm saying? That is their experiment grounds. That is where they do their dirt, so on and so forth. And you can see exactly the same thing has happened to our Native brothers and sisters on the reservations. Puerto Rico is just a big reservation. That's all it is. If anything happened to Puerto Rico, we're gonna wait. We're gonna see what happens. You know what I mean? And this is how this is what America do. But this is a so-called Commonwealth. You know what I'm saying? They call Puerto Rico. They even give it. That's the 51st state.
Right.
That's what they say. But you can see how America, by you know what I'm saying, by their actions, you know what I'm saying, by their fruits, how they treat Puerto Rico. You know what I mean? Those is just black and brown people.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? That we just, we get to it when we get to it. That's pretty much what it's saying. The same thing with the Native American. We get to it when we get to it. We just push them in the corner, and we get to it when we get to it.
Right.
With all atrocities.
Yeah, if there's no like major social pressure, it's gonna disappear. You know what I mean? So that's unfortunate with Puerto Rico, man. What do you think about that, AG?
Say it again?
What do you think about that?
Sorry, I was trying to parse that real quick.
I said, what do you think about that?
About
The issues with Puerto Rico.
listen, the white man's a devil. Like,
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like from the Jones Act to Spain losing Puerto Rico to the United States, you know, to now how you can see the American government, how they treat Puerto Rico. And it's not just Puerto Rico, it's people in Flint, Michigan, it's right here in Harlem, it's down there on the border, you know what I'm saying? It's absolutely a travesty.
Right.
But when speaking directly about Puerto Rico, like Puerto Rico, in my opinion, I think might have the resources domestically to be able to support itself.
Like Cuba?
Yes. Right? You know, sugar cane was a big produce of Puerto Rico. You know what I'm saying? And like it was in Cuba. No, that could be a number one. That could be a number one export for Puerto Rico to help bring in capital into the island. You know, you got the big. You know, if the American government decided to actually pay Puerto Rico its proper due for having like the biggest satellite there, that's in the island of Puerto Rico, you know, they can make money off of that.
Right.
They can have control over their own tourism. That they can help lift Puerto Rico up from the pit that white America has put it into.
But you know that ain't gonna ever happen. They want them in chains. You know what I'm saying? But if I could, right, let me get Luke chapter 21 and start at verse 8. Right? Because you know this
Luke 21:8.
Yeah, Luke
Right.
21:8. You know, it's talking about hurricanes and weathers and you know a whole bunch of things that not just they get, we get it too. You know what I'm saying? Other places get it too, but we're gonna find out why. So when you get it, just Luke 21 and start at verse 8.
Verse 8. Luke 21, verse 8.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, take heed that ye be not deceived.
Right.
For many shall come in my name,
Right.
saying, I am Christ.
Right. So this right here, Christ is talking to somebody, right? He's talking to the disciple. He's letting them know that many is going to come in my name, right? I am Christ. Keep going.
Come on. And the time draweth near.
Right.
Go ye not therefore after them.
Right. Keep going.
Verse 9. But when ye shall hear of war and commotions.
Right. But it says when ye shall hear of wars and commotion, it says, all right, from the top, it's saying like people are gonna come in the name of Christ. And then they're gonna always say, like, time is coming near. You hear pastors say it all the time at church.
The end is near.
The end is near. If you don't pay your tithe soon enough, God could come tomorrow and what's gonna happen to you? You better love your brother. You better come in here and say amen. Can I get an amen? Amen, pastor. They're gonna say all that, Paraza.
So we had a few of them coming past the camp yesterday.
Yeah, I bet you did.
Get a shout out to New Jersey.
Right.
Had a few of them coming back with signs.
Right. Listen, you even have that nut case that call out Mississippi saying, what? I am Christ.
Right.
He said, I am Christ. The time draw near. Go ye not therefore after them. Don't go to that nigga.
Right.
Don't go to him. There's a scripture right here saying, anybody that says, nigga, I'm Christ. Avoid that nigga like the plague.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Keep going. Read verse 9 again.
I'm gone. But when ye shall hear of wars and commotion, there be not terrified.
Yeah, so when you hear about all these World War IIIs and wars in the street and people up in the uproar and they trying to battle here and there and that, it says be not terrified. Keep going.
For these things must first come to pass.
It must what?
First come to pass.
Keep going.
But the end is not by and by.
Yeah, listen, it's letting you know the end is not here yet.
Right.
There's more stuff that has to come when you hear wars and rumors of wars and people fighting over water and food and and they wrestling over what? School systems, a whole bunch of things that's going around in America. America is falling apart, shambles, man.
Right.
Stone by stone, cement by cement, water by water, it's falling apart. Thus said the Most High God, man. But keep reading.
Come on, verse 10. Then say he unto them,
right?
Nation shall raise against nation.
Yeah, nation shall rise against nation. Keep going.
And kingdom against kingdom.
Yeah, listen, you hearing that now. You're hearing that now. Listen, you know, the passing of Queen Elizabeth, you know, the other nations want their shit back, right? They want their stuff back. Kingdoms against kingdoms, nations against nations. Keep going. What else does it say?
Verse 11. And great earthquake shall be in driving places.
Divya places, right? Listen, you're gonna have great earthquakes in places that were never earthquakes before. Keep going.
And famine.
Right.
And pestilence.
Keep going.
And fearful sights.
And what?
Fearful sights.
What's going on in Puerto Rico?
Fearful sights.
Stuff that's happening in Mississippi.
Fearful sights.
What happened in New Orleans with Hurricane Katrina?
Fearful sights. And great signs shall there be from heaven.
Listen, that's what's going on, man. All this has to happen before our King Yahushua comes back. You're gonna you have to go through all these great earthquakes and famines and pestilence. Listen, you're gonna have to endure monkeypox. Right. You're gonna have to endure COVID-19. Whatever's next, Ebola. You keep messing with these Africans, you're gonna catch Ebola. More Zika virus. Right, more Zika virus, whatever. Anthrax, you wanna be a Muslim, you're gonna catch all this. This pestilence and famine, but not only that, it says fearful sights and great signs shall be from heaven. Listen, the heaven's gonna open up towards you, and I'm not talking about in a good way. It's gonna open up by what? Washing Puerto Rico away, man. Washing New Orleans, washing Florida. New York can't even handle flash floods.
Nope.
The last flash flood we had out here, goddamn, you see a nigga on Wall Street doing this. Sell. You know what I'm saying? You got niggas with the Frank stand. Gonna wash away. And you know what I'm saying? The subways haven't been no cleaner because why? There's a flash flood in the R train and the Q train, 2 and 3. Paradazar.
Salakia, sir. You know what I'm saying? Our oppression. You know what I'm saying? The white man is such a devil. You know what I mean? In those flash floods that, you know what I'm saying, that cripple New York, literally cripple New York, especially where I was at, because there's rivers. You know what I mean? There's rivers flowing where I'm at in Yonkers and everything like that. And the oppressor is such the devil and want to go after his own gain. He still asks us to come to work.
Yeah, of course.
He's still in the midst of, you can't go down that highway because the river is 10 feet. The river's there. It's back normal.
Right.
It's back normal. And because, you know, they cut roads and rivers.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So when it's flooding, when it's raining, they had to cut those, you know what I'm saying, those highways off. And he was still asking people to come to work.
Crazy. Yeah, listen, and that's the point. The point is, everybody got to remember, America is built off slavery. Regardless of the case, there's a flash flood, there's a hurricane, there's a snowstorm that's 12 feet high. You know, it could be 24 feet high. They want you to come shovel the walkway at the job. I need you to shovel the entrance and then go home. Like, I can't even get there.
Be here.
I don't care when you get here, just get here. You have the keys. You open up. That's because we slaves, man. The billionaires want their money regardless of what's going on in the world. Listen, they building bunkers. The scriptures talk about them being under the mountains. How you think they can afford going under the mountains? By you working, doing all these disasters. You losing your home through flash floods and hurricanes like it is in Puerto Rico. What are you going to have to do? You're going to need money. You're going to force to go to work now. Why? Because your home's destroyed. You got to take care of your family. There's no clean water. You got to buy bottled water. And because of that, what happened? You have to succumb to what your oppressor is telling you to do. You can't clean up the flood in your house, but you got to clean up the flood at the job. The slavery. Why? Because you're a slave. You don't have a right to say anything. Why? Because you make $10.99 an hour, if that. $7.25 in some other states. You know what I'm saying? And inflation is up, people. Inflation is up. What Fat Joe said? Today's price, yesterday's price ain't today's price. That's a fact.
Fact.
Parataza.
Lock here, sir. Inflation is up and wages is down.
Yeah, listen,
Right.
wages ain't even down. It's the same.
It's been
It ain't even
stagnant.
right. It ain't even
10
go
years.
down. It's just the same $7.25, the same $10, the same $15 that you made over the span of 20 years. Ain't nothing different. It ain't even go down. That will at least let me know it could go up. It could fluctuate. It could at least, all right, it went down, but I mean that means we can fight for it to go up. It don't even move nowhere. It just stays the same while you just becoming more and more of a slave, man.
Right.
That's it. You know what I'm saying? But what we got next? Ashar, that was the end of that article?
Yes.
All right, so
Let's segue to the war report.
let's take a quick break. Let's play like 2 songs and then we're gonna come back with the war report. Mm-hmm.
Shit is just different, man. I'ma show them the difference.
I'ma show them it's a different. I'ma only say this once, you better listen. When West is where it started, so you know that's where it finished. We got one main objective, nigga. Let's complete the mission. We explaining what the who, lead them bitches in they feelings. Snub on me. Only time I put my nose inside your business. I don't want my gun to show, so I wear my shirt bigger. This is our world, cause if this was your world, I'd be the villain. Break his whole block down. All I gotta do is business. Stuff in Mac Shell drums. Turn your crib to Sunday dinner. You don't live here, you visit. This my shit. It's a different. I don't do lean. Lobos in my cup is what I'm sipping. I don't do dreams. I just say a prayer, go and get it. And it all work out. You know this ain't for play, this ain't for fun. I've been destined for this shit. Niggas know that I'm the one. This shit can go 100 yards. You would think I kicked a punt. You would think I had a flare gun on go. You niggas run. They like he an Israelite. All he rap about is guns. Bitch, I'm an Israelite that own a lot of guns. What that nigga said who? Tell him watch the grind. Yeah, you must be crazy if you ever think of stopping mine. Knock all of the chains out you niggas. Make them drop a dime. This tourist hole 12. It is not a zodiac sign. Piss me off. Get me in my bag. Make me drop a bomb. Drop a nuke. Make the world freeze. I can stop the time. Watch what you do, cause once you do it, you can't press rewind. On purpose, I do the opposite, so nigga cross the line. This is different. I ain't looking for trouble, but on point, case you think I rap. Turn him to a vegetable. Lead this nigga cabbage patch. No new niggas with me. If you see him, then they got my back. Got it out the mud, big stepping. You can see the tracks. Follow me. I could teach you something. Have her see relax. If you gonna speak on anything, just make sure it's fact. There's a difference. We are not the same. Help them notice that. Pay attention. Watch how we move. We can know we can't hang around all real niggas. Then we move as one. This ain't Fortnite. Get into it. Ain't no 1v1. The smoke I bring to you, you can't take it in with your lung. Life about warfare. We just make it look fun. She asked what kind of oil I got on. I told her give them some. When West the only real niggas left, you better get you one. Chicken shop giving out wings if I pull a drum. It's a difference. You better watch your words before you eat your tongue. Scrape the whole plate. Not a trace nor leave a crumb. Ice falling off the watching chain like it's freezer burn. Daring somebody to say my name, I will eat for him. Loyalty means everything, so I don't eat with them.
Hey, I'm just following orders. Let me get one of those slow motion pictures, bro. One of the slow motion pictures.
You gotta shoot at 60 frames per second.
Come on,
They say they wanna hit that raw shit. These niggas claiming that they bullshit. These niggas better move it kosher. Cause if they make the wrong move, it kosher. See me, they like, ooh, keep on shopping. I'm on my way up and they ain't gon' stop it. They say they wanna hit that raw shit. I'm on my way. Coming up on my bullshit. They see me, they like, ooh, keep on shopping. I'm on my body, real niggas right beside me. Damn right, I brought my army, going up like a rocket, and can't nobody stop me. These niggas garbage, so watch your mouth, boy. Coming all black, slithering house, call me mouth, boy. I'm off the hip like a cowboy. I'm a king, you should bow, boy. Shorty like that, man, you cut up. Nothing I can handle. 144 in the booth, going Rambo. Niggas do you dirty like a stick in a bando. That's why I play the corner like a bum with a banjo. I'ma lead by example. Woo, keep on sobbing, got this bitch off the hand, got this juice, got the drip, about to hit the bitch with the soap. It ain't rap, this is They say they wanna hear that raw shit. These niggas claiming that they bullshit. These niggas better move and coach shit. Cause if they make the wrong move, it coach Coming up on my I do it how a veteran be. You better than me. I'm Reggie at the edge of the key. It's all money, no honey. Think you settling? See, you locked up, fucked up, and it's back to the streets. It's one West. You can check the residency. I reside where soldiers died on the soles of their feet. Cause there's death before designer. Ain't no coward in me. Cause I'm cold as a bitch's shoulder. You ain't calling a week. Get the cooking on his beat. Hope you like it well done. Got them killers rolling with me and they all red rum, red rum, red rum. Got you fucking scared some. Get the banging on his beat till my fucking head numb. Black block, red drum, black and yellow air ones. Homie, you ain't got a vest. I suggest you wear one.
Told these niggas we was going up. Doing a lot of talking, now these niggas ain't saying shit.
Feeling like a legend in this shit, lil nigga, I'm past veteran. Never feeling third, lil nigga, I'm past second. Guns, I gotta have them all like Ash Ketchum. Shotty break a nigga ribs up like his wife left him. We all stepping, kill you with kindness cause I'm dead nice. That 5'7" put you 6 feet, not talking height. That judge giving out 5, what you doing life. These hands are rude GPS, a mean right. That's mean right, we build different, you know the vibes. And we stamped it authentic, we notarized. I keep a 144 because I know a kind. Noah's Ark, you know I'm with animals when we flowing by. We back again, no cap, when I'm with cap again. Yeah, they said they want smoking, so we matching them. Everything righteous, so you know when we get back at them, you get hit up with a K, but no acronym.
They say they wanna hear that raw shit. These niggas claiming that they bullshit. These niggas better move and coach shit. Cause if they make the wrong move, it coach shit. See me, they like, ooh, keep on chopping. I'm on my way up and they ain't gon' stop it. They say they wanna hear that raw shit. I'm on my way. Coming up on my divorce.
Demon right there.
Listen, they all demons, man.
We back.
Yeah. We back, man. Listen, I want to say one thing. Listen, applaud everybody. Give a hand clap to everybody who's tuning in to Let It Be Known. You know what I'm saying? You from across the line, you from our channel, you on Facebook or YouTube, whatever. You on Clubhouse. We on Clubhouse, right? Yeah. Listen, I don't know who's on Clubhouse, but if you on Clubhouse and you Most High in Christ. If you on Clubhouse listening, like Barakatah Yahweh shot to y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? Continue supporting, like always, like we say, email us. We here for the people. It's not always about battling. But listen, if you have an article you want us to go over, send it to us. Something to talk about, send it to us. Listen, we will put the phone lines up so we can have people talk about certain things. Let your voice be heard.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Remember, we have cooking corners. We have the drink of the week. We have all different types of segments here. We don't just talk about what's going on, but we're here for entertainment too. Right. You know what I'm saying? But who we got here, Ashar, if you could read who's tuning in.
Well, we got Rakaria
right
on the Clubhouse. We got Barak Wana.
Most High in Christ. Give hands up every time, man.
Yeah.
Appreciate you, brothers and sisters. Damn right.
Yahweh Allah, Tony Tone, Mashamar.
Yeah.
We got S. Ross in here. Just Arden Payne.
Damn right.
Banyam. Officer 5000, Officer Matabar.
Most High in Christ. How you doing?
Sawap Shemayawan. We got Sawap in the building. Trooper Mawasar from Georgia. And we got Chanel Cooper, Kareem Smith. We got Trooper Bayanya Allah. Harya Allah in the building.
Harya Allah, little Captain Shemawa Allah's brother, nigga. What you doing? Why you ain't here, nigga? You here? You live like down the block. This nigga live down the block. And nigga, come here, nigga. That's an order, nigga. What you doing? Come down here.
Right down the block.
He right around the corner. God, what's going on?
Salakia, sir. If I may, Salakia, you know what I'm saying, for Trooper Hayala, but this is during the barbecue.
Right.
So so I was telling I was telling somebody some information and telling them to go to Captain Shamal Allah. They went to Hayala.
Right. They look so similar, man.
He went to Hayala, brother. From out of town, but he know about Captain Shamal Allah.
Right.
So he watched the Queen's class. He thought Hayala was Captain Shamal.
Right.
Listen, they got the same disposition, face, everything. Like, hey, listen, I understand.
Right.
I understand.
Listen, somebody's daddy out there was doing wrong.
Something.
You know what I'm saying? Somebody's daddy was out there lying. Baby, you the only one I love, baby. What's
only one for me.
What other kid? What are you talking about? Them niggas look exactly alike. Salakia. But listen, we're gonna get right into it. Let's go right into the war report. Shall I play that intro? The other way.
All right.
That's what's good, y'all. Allah.
Go ahead, y'all.
Listen. So, the War Report is going into season 2, as you all may know. If you don't know, now you know. And we're working on the first report. We're still working on it. It's about the water supply. But from working on that, we start looking into the infrastructure of the U.S. and how it's not being maintained. So just like the brother said earlier, brick by brick, water by water, listen, the infrastructure of the U.S. is crumbling. So besides there being just a fresh water shortage, we're having a concrete shortage also. You know what I mean? And the people don't understand, like, cement is not just a rock. Like, that's not what it is. It has ingredients. It's concrete, water, and substrate, and we're actually running out of concrete.
Right.
That's the issue. That's our building blocks. How is that possible? Because it don't come from nothing. Like, it's not a renewable source.
Because it's not what niggas think it is. It's
right.
Not just 2 rubber bands and a Band-Aid and some water and some mud and then concrete.
Exactly. Like, it's an actual formula. You know what I mean? To make cement. It's not just stubble rubble. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? You actually need it. You need the specific formula. And we're running out of one of the ingredients. One takes a lot of water. So that's already a resource that's being ravished right now.
You got the ocean.
That's salt water.
Boil it to get soda.
That's a process now. Like, you know what I'm saying? It all comes into play. Yeah. You can't just boil it. Like, right. That's another thing. Like, you thinking small scale. We're thinking large scale. You know what I mean? Salt itself destroys machines. You know what I'm saying? So it's like even the filtration is hard to do. So we're looking at infrastructure crumbling, right? So first we started going with the water. Now we're going with also the concrete and the infrastructure. We're missing a lot of that. You know what I mean? Even down to technology, there's a silica shortage because all of our silicon comes from the sands that we buy from Taiwan. So in like the U.S., there's a different war. You know what I mean? So on the second season of the War Report, like the first season was heavily on physical wars and digital wars. The second season, we're focusing on infrastructure wars. You know what I'm saying? Like the infrastructures of the U.S. is crumbling.
And listen, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, man, because that's what's supposed to happen. And the funny thing, what makes this so scriptorial is, you gotta remember, America gotta burn.
Right.
America gotta be the internal lake of fire. It has to keep on burning. While what? We send all the other nations back to their homes.
Right.
Everybody else is fine. Everybody else take care of their water and their sewage and this and that and their streets. America is the only place where a nigga can't get a free health care.
Exactly.
A place where, listen, we running out of cement. Just think about that. Cement is the bread and butter of America. All these buildings, all these roads, all these bridges, we running out of goddamn cement. Listen, that's letting you know it's coming to an end.
And they're using the cement to do ridiculous things. You know what I mean? So you see all these new houses being built and all these skyscrapers and all this dumb shit. Like that's using a lot of cement that can be used for the infrastructure. Things you got to keep working on, like bridges, roads, those type of things. Like we have more houses than people in America, period.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like you don't have to keep this going. But it also goes into how the infrastructure has been being sold off to private companies, and that's how we getting into this issue. You know what I'm saying? Like your power supply, like I was alluding to with Puerto Rico, is privately owned. You know what I'm saying? Like it becomes an issue because they're not realistic. You can't expand forever. Infinite growth don't actually exist, but that's how corporations work. You know what I'm saying? Like they work by infinite growth. We got to make more than we did last quarter forever. There's no goal at the end. That's it.
Right.
So with that, you're going to have people cutting corners. You know, it's not good for the infrastructure. It's crumbling. And it's so many things that's crumbling at one time. All it's going to take is an event to cripple the U.S. And it looks like climate change might be that event.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like you said,
went over in Puerto Rico.
Yeah, like okay, Puerto Rico, the storm knocked out all their power. You know what I mean? They have flooding and things like that. But that's not just Puerto Rico. You know what I'm saying? The U.S. it's damn near only 2 power grids.
Right.
No state in the U.S. is designed to handle floods. Not one. A flood will cripple every state in the U.S. Ask yourself, do your state even have a flood protocol? In New York, what are you supposed to do when it floods?
Go to Highland.
Where's that at?
Twin Towers, nigga. That's where we going. We going to Mount Vernon, nigga. That's where we going. That's the highest point.
The Bronx.
Up in those buildings.
You know, into Jersey.
What happens to the water?
The water rises.
No, after that.
The water goes back.
Back where?
Back to where it came.
From the sky?
No, from the ocean.
But it was raining. It's hurricane, he's saying.
But all that water comes from the ocean.
Yeah. How's it go back there?
Drainage.
What drainage? Where is it drain? Like, you see how we assume? We're just assuming.
Right.
You're just assuming.
Yeah, drainage, the sewer system.
We don't have that. That's what he's
so
saying.
When the tide comes in, the tide gotta go back out.
You thinking of a nice place that's not America. This nigga thinking of not America. You know what I'm saying? In the movie, you see a big ass hole and it's just a.
I'll give you an example. Hold on. Pakistan right now, 1/3 of the entire country is underwater right now. Pakistan.
Yeah, you ain't.
What water are they in?
There was floods. Okay, let me help you out. Let me break it down. Okay. When you hear of droughts, right? What droughts are is that it's not raining enough. It's too much heat. But what's happening during droughts? Water is evaporating. Right? Okay. If a cold front hit that water that's been evaporated, now you're going to have flooding. You're going to have flash floods. You know what I mean? Pakistan had crazy flash floods because it's been droughting. And with those flash floods, 1/3 of Pakistan is underwater.
But What rivers or bodies of water has been evaporating to cause Pakistan?
It don't have to evaporate from Pakistan. You think your hurricane comes from your state?
No, it comes from the ocean or the, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly. It doesn't. It's not that, and that's the problem. It's not some contained area. The weather don't have states. It don't have. It don't matter. It don't matter. They didn't make borders for hurricanes and floods and droughts. You can't control this. That is the issue. That's the issue.
So is the water coming from like the Gulf of Oman and the
It could come from there.
And the rivers and the Himalayas.
It could come from there.
So a third of Pakistan. I'm looking at a map of Pakistan.
You're looking at an old map of Pakistan.
Huh?
You're looking at an old map.
Because like a third of it's underwater.
Yes. This happened last week.
Well, it's been happening for long now.
But
like a month.
But it kind of subsided. Yeah. You know what I mean? To where it's stuck. The water can't go nowhere. There's no outlet. That's that. And also, you gotta understand, like, even if you survive, everything you own, everything, it don't survive.
Right, it's destroyed.
You said, when I said, what's the protocol for flooding? You go to high ground. What happens to everything that was destroyed? You're gonna stay there? Because that you're gonna have to. Imagine, and this is Pakistan, but it's talking about climate change and infrastructure and how we're not prepared for it, right? Imagine your whole state is underwater now. Your whole state. Happened in a day. What do you do? What do the 50 million people who are displaced do? You know what I mean? Though it happened to them right now, and it's happening to Puerto Rico, right? These are canaries and coal mines. Like, it's going to happen to us, right? Storms are getting strong. When you have droughts, it don't just, the water don't just go nowhere. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, cold fronts will have to hit. This is how rain happens. This is how snow happens. This is how, you know what I mean? So what happens when we have a crazy snowstorm that don't stop? I'm not talking about a day. I'm talking about, what if it's a 6-day heavy snow? Like, you know what I mean? Like, we've had those events once in a while, 1996, this and that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what if it gets worse? Because it will. That's what all signs are pointing to, all of this getting worse. And it's not in 7 years. It's not in 30. It's now. It's happening now. So when you put those two together, a failing infrastructure and climate change, it's a wrap.
Right.
It's a wrap. You know what I'm saying? How long can you last without clean water?
Absolutely. Parazza, you want to say something real quick?
So Salaki is what I don't want to say is so hard body one west. And I'm going to go back to what is the protocols
right
for a flood. You see what I'm saying? Then you brung up, because I was going to bring it up, but you already brung it up because you're a preaching prophet, about snowstorms. I think I brung this out, and this is according to where I'm from. I'm from Yonkers.
Mm-hmm.
Yonkers got nothing but hills.
Mm-hmm.
Hills. You understand? I lived on the bottom of Yonkers. You know what I'm saying? I'm on the bottom of Yonkers. Then is the train. Then is the water.
It might as well be Atlantis.
So I'm letting you know. I'm letting you know. And this goes along to Black Hispanics and Native American Indians. Like, yo, what, you know what I'm saying? How it's affecting my life? This is what we did, because there's no protocols for floods in Yonkers. There's no, and I'm gonna let you know. Remember, I told you, nothing but rivers runs in Yonkers.
Yeah,
rivers, and they flood all the time. Every time it rains, they have the barriers. Don't come down this highway. Don't go down this highway. This is what they do. That's their only protocol, and they just wait until the water resides. That's all they do. It's just a waiting game.
Right, and that's them being generous, because white people could be like, "Listen, fend for yourself.
I'm out."
Right.
Well, Salaki, sir, that's what it is.
Right.
That's literally what it is in Westchester. The fend for yourself. You know what I'm saying? You know what we do? We're like, oh, okay, I got to go on high grounds. Because remember, I told you, Yonkers is mountains and hills. So I literally had to go to the high ground where the hotel was when the brothers and sisters come for Passover in Yonkers.
Right.
Where the hotel, that's the high ground for the water, And also what they did to us, because I also lived on the bottom. I'm talking about Woodworth. I'm talking about Warburton. I'm talking about Ravine, the hood. You know what I'm saying? This is the places I'm talking about.
Right.
They told us when there's a snowstorm, we don't know when there's a big snowstorm. On Ravine, every year is a big snowstorm.
Exactly.
Every year. You know why? Because I told you that. We on the bottom of Yonkers.
Right.
And that
There's no plows coming down there. There's no plows coming down those hills.
And that goes into what I was saying. Like, even with that, you're thinking like, all right, well, let it filter. Where does snow filter out at? Does it go anywhere?
Right.
No. You understand what I'm saying?
So Salakia, sir, the snow goes at a parking lot.
And think of this.
That snow to the parking lot.
Think of this. Every year, the infrastructure crumbles more and more. That's what you ever notice after every year, because you put salt down and all this shit, the concrete of the ground cracks, and they try to put tar to try to heal. Okay, we are running out of the ability to do that. So the choices is going to have to be made.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? What do we fix? And I'm gonna tell you, you are the thing they're gonna let crumble. They're gonna let your neighborhood go to shit. They're not gonna waste it on your shit. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like, blacks and Hispanics, remember, we are always in the worst case scenario when it comes to these things.
Right.
They preserve themselves. They don't like you. You know what I'm saying? You are just a cog. You're just a worker. You just generate money for them. A commodity.
Right, that's it.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's it. You a slave. So as this shit gets worse, I know you're thinking like, how does it affect me? It's going to affect you first. This is your home I'm talking about. You have another home?
Barely have one.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
If it rain hit, that's a day. Just think about that. Just think about losing your whole home in a day and all your neighbors. Ain't no one to run to. All your neighbors too. What happens now? All your shit gone, all that shit gone. Where you gonna stay?
And that's in the blacks, Hispanics, and the American Indians. They was doing that since I was growing up in the 80s.
Right.
This is what was going on in the 80s. Ain't nobody come down there. Ain't no police officers. Ain't no, you know what I'm saying, no mayors or anything like that. This is the blacks, Hispanics, and the American Indian community.
Right.
We've been doing this, you know what I'm saying? And guess what? They're not coming. That's what, and they let the neighborhood rot.
Yeah.
The neighborhood rot. We have to defend for ourselves.
And
we have to get out and shovel. We have to get out, get out the plows, and do it.
Now add what I've been saying to it. You know what I'm saying? Imagine in that situation, where's the water? Your water's poison. Imagine people getting sick with that. You understand? Like it's a real issue, and America is they're reactive. They're not proactive. You can tell them all day they ain't gonna do shit until it happens. Until it's, you know what I mean? Until niggas is banging on their door like, well, I'm gonna stay in your neighborhood then.
Right.
That's when they'll react. But at that point, we've already lost everything. We already so. These are things we have to start talking about. We have to start addressing. We got to start working together. You know what I mean? We got to have our own protocols because it's coming.
Listen,
it's coming.
You said the right word. We got to have our own protocols. And where you get that at? Here in the ISUPK at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commanding General Yan.
Exactly.
If you don't know, bomb drop that, please. Under Commanding General Yan. Oh, that's good too. Gunshots, bombs, all that. I need all that for Commanding General.
Right.
If you don't know, listen, Commanding General has a list on the preparation, man. He gave a list out years ago what to prepare for, what to do in this situation, what to do in that situation. Listen, we have protocols in the school. If the goddamn electricity go out, if we have no electricity, guess what? We have protocols for people in the school on what to do. If you don't know, call your nearest camp leader, get in tune, get into the school, and find out how you can help with this too.
Right.
How you can contribute to what's going on in the world, because it's coming. It's gonna happen. You're gonna listen. It's gonna be a time where all you could trust is a nigga on the street on some plywood and some braids and studs for some water,
right,
and some juice and some rice and some pasta. Or what? To feed your family. Paratazal.
Oh, Salaki, so that's exactly what happened.
Right.
It was, you know what I'm saying? It was those, you know what I'm saying? And Salaki, so it was those niggas, those spics, those wetbacks that was on the corner, you know what I'm saying? When it was okay. It's sun outside,
right,
and so on and so forth, but they didn't have no food in their refrigerator.
Listen,
they come outside and say, where I'm going to get some food.
Listen,
and
it's gonna be worse.
Those niggas, those spics, those wetbacks on the corner, feeding them.
Right.
Whatever you could carry, we're going to give you.
Right.
Whatever
absolutely.
you could carry, we're going to give it. And that's in the ISUPK. We in the hood.
right.
We're on those crevices. And we, you know what I'm saying? And when the stuff hit the fan, you know what I'm saying? When Yankees get flooded, so on and so forth, and I tell the brothers and sisters, call me and you will get some food.
Right.
Listen, but the thing I'm saying is there's gonna be a time where a nigga can't call you.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a time where we're not gonna be on the street. It's gonna be a time where guess what? The building that you know that they're at, they won't be there. So I'm saying get in tune now because what? Listen, at the end of the day, all right, you want to battle over Egypt and Islam or 5%. All right, that's cool. That's what's up. But when the shit really hits the fan, call us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Call Captain Nazari up and see if he's gonna pick up his phone and help you, or you could call your Iman, or you could call your Egyptian, whatever, and see if he's gonna help you. And then in that day, you'll find out who the Lord really with.
Yeah.
Because why we've been doing food programs, we do food drives, prison programs, we give clothes, we give everything away. Why? Because we're ordered to, man. Christ wanted us to help the poor. Because that's where it starts from. It starts from the poor, not from the rich down. It starts from the poor up.
Right.
And that's how we're gonna make it out of this hellhole. Because I promise you, there's gonna be a day where your phone don't work.
Right. That's
your computer don't
That's
work.
another thing people not understanding. Like, you know, the power grid goes down. Like, what do you think your cell towers do? What do you think they run on? Like, your phone won't work either. You're gonna be isolated, and that's the reason you have protocols. Because when you're isolated, you know exactly I gotta go here. We're gonna meet here. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, the Most High in Christ, but let the people know when is that the new war report coming out.
Listen, the new war report is coming out Sunday. Next Sunday.
Listen, next Sunday, expect the new war report, and you could dig deep into all what we're talking about.
Right.
But with that, listen, that was the war report, man. Let's get it. Play that music.
Back.
All right, yeah. Listen, that was the war report. Remember, next Sunday is the second season, the first episode of the war report. Get your daily war. You know what I'm saying? Get your daily war on with Yahweh Allah.
The name of the first episode is World War Water.
Water World. You know what I'm saying? Water World with what's a old school white man actor? Burt Reynolds. Water World with Burt Reynolds, you know what I'm saying?
Get your mustache ready.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
mustache ready and dive deep into the ponds of the rivers. You know what I'm saying? You know, all those old school in 80s and 90s war movies about water being evaporated from the rivers and they fighting over water. That's about to happen.
Listen, the water wars are coming. They're coming.
Yeah, listen, that's coming. But listen, we got up next. Proctors, are you ready? Listen, we about to get into the drink of the week. What we got?
I hope it's something smooth.
Listen, it might be. Let's find out what we're gonna go into. But play that music for Paratazar. Let's get them ready.
Yeah, I move something smooth. Oh yeah, something sweet too.
Incredible.
All right.
So we back. They see us? Well, it's blank right here. All right, there you go. Listen, we back. Listen, we got up here over 500 Paratazar. Tell us what we got, Paratazar. What we doing this week?
We doing the drink of the week. You know what I'm saying? We letting the brothers and sisters of the ISUB, IUBK and the brothers and sisters who's out there, you know what I'm saying, to learn how to drink responsibly.
Right.
So right now, you know what I'm saying, we letting the brothers and sisters out there to let them know there's nothing wrong to have a dry week.
Right.
You understand? Not to drink. You know what I'm saying? Not to drink at all. To be responsible.
That's
to
right.
Understand, you know what I'm saying? To drink responsible. You know, don't think that you could go out, you know what I'm saying, every Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and drink.
Right.
You could not drink.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? So right now, you know what I'm saying? I'm right now what I'm going to show brothers and sisters out there that there's no pressure. You know what I'm saying? There's no pressure. I understand that you had a tough week. I understand, you know what I'm saying, you done stomped your toe. I understand the bill, you know what I'm saying, the bills is due.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I understand the kids is yelling in your face. I understand you got up 3 a.m. to use the bathroom and you go back to bed and you hit your toe again. You know what I'm saying? And you're so depressed that you don't even want to cry.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And because you're thinking about like how much more time that I got to get up to go to work.
Oh,
you know
man.
what I mean? That's, you know what I mean? And we have that. And we're like, yo, I need to drink just to settle my nerves.
That's right.
You said that at first. Then you know what I'm saying? Then day 2, yo, I need to drink to settle my nerves.
Right. It comes
Day 4,
into a habit.
I need to drink to settle my nerves. Next week, I need to drink to settle my nerves.
Right.
I need this. You know what I'm saying? I need to drink to settle my nerves. Now you drinking before you go to bed. You drinking before work. You know what I'm saying? You drinking before you go pick up the kids.
Right.
You drink, you know what I'm saying? You drinking if you got to go shopping. You know what I'm saying? You drinking, you know what I'm saying? To see, you know what I'm saying? To see your friends. You drinking all day, every day. And I have to say it, the snow roaches, the white man is the devil, what the Bible speaks of.
Right.
Because it's so, because we underneath this this
oppression.
black cloud. Yeah. This black cloud. You know what I'm saying? What now I say, Salakia, sir. What now I say? I need a black cloud for this. I need a new nigga for the black cloud to follow. When it's over me, you know what I'm saying?
Word.
If the dog to see tomorrow. He wanted to push his black cloud to the next nigga.
Right.
Salakia, sir. You know what I'm saying? So right now, when I'm showing, you know what I'm saying? I'm showing our brothers and sisters that we have to fight every day.
That's right.
We have to fight every day. So right now.
So this week
is
like the anti-drink of the week.
It's agua.
It's to
agua.
show them.
Ain't anti, it's a drink, nigga.
It's a drink. It's a
Ain't
drink.
no
So
anti.
I want to pour it.
It's to show you cannot drink also. You can take a little break. Swirl that agua. Look, the amazing Taino is angry right now. He mad. Ashar Kapan, the amazing Taino is tight.
It's incredible.
Oh, incredible.
Right.
Yeah, amazing too. You know what I'm saying?
Incredible.
He's incredibly amazing.
Incredible Taino.
All right.
Just don't smell like.
Don't smell like good water, right?
Oh, but
It smells like sewage.
Let's see.
But Salaki, so if I may, and Bob Shaw, if you can you put down what's that square on about stumbling blocks?
I taste the potassium in that.
And the sodium.
You know you live off of that stuff, right? Salaki, you live off of that. No, that's reverse osmosis.
Ah, okay.
You know what I'm saying? So reverse osmosis, what it means in the water, that they took, you know what I'm saying, unpurified water, and they did the standard purification so the water could be drinkable.
Right.
It's not the best. It's not the best.
Gets the job done.
But it gets the goddamn job done. You know what I'm saying? And that's and this is what they do. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna let you know even the different type of filters of water, so on and so forth. You know what I mean? So this is just regular water, not spring water. It's just regular purified water through osmosis. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people could do osmosis. I'll give you a prime example. If you know what I'm saying, if you grab some muddy water,
right,
and you put it in a cloth,
right,
and only the liquid come through, but you know what I'm saying, but it filter out the pulp or the dirt or the grit. The more you do it, the more clear that water becomes. So that's, you know what I'm saying, that's reverse osmosis right there. To you know what I'm saying, to let you know. So
filtering
you know
process.
So you know what I'm saying, ISUPK is just teaching, you know what I'm saying, to drink responsible, to understand, so on and so forth, to understand that why am I drinking so much?
I can have a dry week.
I can have it.
I can have a dry week.
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with that. But you know what I'm saying, and I got you know what I'm saying, there's brothers and sisters that's on the block.
Right.
That's on the block. I cannot have a dry week.
Or you could just say you can have a fast week.
You can have the fast week, but
you're fasting from it.
You know what I'm saying? I'm speaking from experience. There's no such thing as a fast week.
Right.
There's no such thing. I grew up. I quit every week.
Right.
In the time when I decided to put the, you know what I'm saying, stop my toes down. I had my brothers and my sisters that was drinking in front of me. I told them that I'm going to slow down on the drinking.
That's a hard temptation.
I'm going to stop. I had to learn how to drink at bars. I had to learn that on my own. There wasn't no brothers. They were saying, you know what I'm saying? They were saying, yo, he's not, you know what I'm saying? We know, you know what I'm saying? We know he's not drinking, so he gonna be the designated driver. I was a designated driver for years. I was that dude. But I had to learn on my own how to not drink while everybody's drinking. And guess what? How I'm gonna have a good time if I don't drink.
Right.
I had to learn how to have a good time.
That social lubricant.
Yeah, because the brothers and sisters was asking me, yo, how you drinking, not having a good and have a good time? That's real in the hood.
Right.
That's real, you know what I'm saying? According to Blacks, Hispanics, Native American Indians. I was the dude to say, yo, I need, you know what I'm saying? I need a chick that wear no sneakers. I need a chick that look like a chick that wear dresses. I was just that guy. Just that guy. You know what I'm saying? And I need a chick that drinks. That drinks. I said that. You know what I'm saying? And I told a girl, yo, you know what I'm saying? I don't drink. And she was like, yo, how the hell you have a good time? Yo, I was saying that 2 years ago. I was saying that 2 years. And that's real, you know what I'm saying? And that's real when it comes to, you know what I'm saying, in Yonkers, you know what I'm saying? And in Harlem, all over.
And being responsible.
Responsible. We don't know how to be responsible.
Right.
Responsible when it comes to drinking is, nigga, you don't know how to hold your liquor?
So you're saying a good offset of drinking responsibly is having a dry week.
Yeah. But nobody don't know how to have a dry week.
Well, let's show them.
Yeah, let's show them.
Yeah.
That's a liquor glass right there.
A dry week this whole week.
Cheers. Man.
That's you know what I'm saying? And that's a liquor glass. That's a liquor glass right there. And who say that you cannot drink? You know what I'm saying? That you know what I'm saying? Yo, if you don't want to drink, don't drink.
Right.
Don't get no pressure. You know what I'm saying? If the brothers and sisters knowing that you're not going to drink, you know what I'm saying, and understanding that, yo, I'm going to slow down. Don't drink in front of that brother.
Look at this nigga.
Don't drink in front of that sister. You know that sister? Shalom, y'all. I don't want. Oh, I thought that was Captain Shamal Wallace.
That's Harry done brung his ass down here.
He came here.
He online talking about shalom, y'all. Like, nigga, if you don't walk the 2 steps, to the corner, to the school, and be here, a part of the show. Shalom, y'all. No, I don't want to hear shalom, nigga. Come here and dap me up, nigga. That's what I want.
How you online saying shalom? You right there. You 2 feet away. You know me, a block away. Yeah, show up.
Oh, Slocky, sir. He knocked on the door and was online at the same time.
How you doing, man?
So like I was saying, because Priests and Prophets since 1969, you know what I'm saying, ISUPK have been teaching Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, they are the chosen people of the Bible, how to drink responsible, because that's, you know what I'm saying, and that's what we have to do.
So that brother.
That's what we have to do. So right now, Blacks, Hispanics, Native American Indians, I'm putting the challenge out there. They got those, because I don't watch TikTok. I don't watch anything over 98. so they know me. I watch stuff from 1969 up until 98. Then I go back just in case I miss something. I don't go past 98. So it's Slocky, you know what I'm saying? Slocky for that.
What's the challenge? What's that challenge?
The challenge is give yourself a dry week. And if you shaking, if you know what I'm saying, your mind is racing, go to isupk.com or .org, look for the number close to you and talk to and call that number.
Right.
Call that number.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because all day we get up and say, you know what I'm saying, and say, yo, I can't function. I need a shot. I got to settle my nerves. Yo, you've been settling your nerves.
They ain't settled yet.
Yeah. You've been settling your nerves since 94. You know what I'm saying? You've been doing those shots of Remy. You've been doing those shots of Alizé. You've been doing those shots of Tangeray, of gin and sequence gin. You know what I'm saying? Slovakia. Name drop it. But this is what we've been doing. The reason why I could talk about it, the reason why I could be so blunt about it, because I did it.
Experience.
Right.
I did it. I know what it is. So there's no fronting, you know what I'm saying, in the Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indian community. I already know how it's going down.
Right.
I already know how it's going down. You know what I'm saying? If you're dealing with a chick, yo, I got to get them the Henny. Slovakia. Y'all know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, that's
you know what I'm talking about.
I
got to give them the rip. You know what I'm talking about.
That's a
to
Bronx.
talk to chicks.
That's a Brooklyn talking about Henny. A Brooklyn chick like the Henny. I don't know about all the boroughs.
No, I ain't saying like the Henny. I'm saying for the man to perform.
Oh, okay.
You mean like those honey packs? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for a man to perform. We all said it.
Man.
We all said it. Yo, I gotta get it to Alizé.
Listen, I'm Benjamin. It was Guinness and Red Bull.
That's
what it was. Guinness and Scotch and Red Bull.
If I may, and you are Benjamin, you say Guinness and Red Bull, but Red Bull didn't exist. Red Bull was a 40 ounce.
Listen, I know.
Where I was at, Red Bull is a 40 ounce. So the, you know what I'm saying, the Benjamin brothers was
and even then, it was still Guinness.
No,
bringing that Guinness.
Sir. It was only Guinness.
Right.
Guinness and Rest Right. It was Guinness and name drop, but it was Guinness and that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? All Red Dragon and so on and so forth. That is delicious.
Right.
I ain't on front.
I like this week. It's important. It's important to have balance and to tell brothers and sisters you can have a dry week. You know, this is important. This is important. So I appreciate that this week.
And if I may, sir, and the reason why I say it's dry week because I told you it get to a point that I gotta get 2 drinks, I gotta get 4 drinks, I gotta get 5 drinks to just get my mind right.
Right.
And that's how we end the oppression. Because the reason why I say it's a dry week because you know what I'm saying? The cognac is not hitting the way that it was hitting you before. The whiskey is not hitting you with the way it was before. You know what I'm saying? The bourbon is not hitting you the way before. The wine is not hitting you. Because guess what? You have to drink half the bottle now.
Right.
you know what I'm saying, the six pack of, you know what I'm saying, our six pack. You know what I'm saying?
You
the
know
beer.
what? You know
it's
what I
not
noticed?
hitting you the way how it used to hit you.
Speaking of that wine, man, you know that is an issue. A lot of women are going crazy, like they drinking a lot of wine. Like I've been to mixers, and it's like, yo, y'all drinking a lot. You think you ain't drinking a lot because it's wine, but you drinking a lot right now.
But that's the point. The point is they can
Right.
drink more without being effective than they drink Hennessy, because 2 shots, they're gone.
Right.
Ain't no more painting and drinking. It's just painting. You know what I'm saying? It's just painted. It ain't gonna come out as good as those pictures be coming out.
Picasso.
You know what I'm saying? It's just, I painted my palm. I'm damn. What? Pause.
Oh, Salaki. So, and if I may, and this is go along with what I'm saying, the wine. Remember what I tell you? Yeah, they drink it, and you notice that the sister was drinking a lot of wine.
Right.
Remember, it was just a half a glass to get the sister nice. You see what I'm saying? Comfortable.
Now it's half a bottle.
Now it's a half a goddamn bottle, and this is exactly what I'm talking about.
Right.
About the dry week.
Mm.
It got to the point the sister got to drink a whole goddamn bottle now.
Right.
A whole bottle. She filled that glass. She filling the glass. Remember, the glass used to be, you know what I'm saying, 2 fingers.
Right, right.
2 fingers, and it was all good. It doesn't matter, you know what I'm saying, zipping down. It doesn't matter what type of wine. The wine, you know what I'm saying, majority of the wine that the sisters drink is 7% alcohol. 7%. 7%. That's low.
Right.
So that's standard. You know, that's the standard.
Now it's 14.
You know what I'm saying? That's the standard. Cause that's the stuff that, you know what I'm saying, that you you know what I'm saying, that you when you go get your what did I say? You know what I'm saying? I don't want to name drop, but the CVS, you know what I'm saying, the Walgreens,
Right.
You know what I'm
Those
saying?
convenience stores, you
the
know.
convenience stores.
Yeah.
They can't do nothing more than 7%. They can't. They can't. You have to go to a liquor store to get more than 7%. You understand? And our sisters go to those convenience stores because it's convenient.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They had it all day. You know what I'm saying? They fitting their feet in the size 7 when they know that they wear a size 8.
Right.
Right.
Shout out to the tall women. Shout out to the sisters that's, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to the sister that's over there, you know what I'm saying, in Russia. Shout out to that sister. Shout out to that sister. I'm you know what I'm saying? I'm 5, you know what I'm saying? I'm 5'5", 5'6" on a good day. Shout out to the tall sisters.
Ready.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the tall sisters. If you would have messed with me, you would never got into that position. That's what I'm gonna let you know.
Listen, she wouldn't be in that position. She playing ball.
You know what I'm saying? She already knows. Shout out to the tall sisters.
Right.
Shout out
weed.
to the tall sisters, because I was definitely, well, you know what I'm saying, would have checked you on that. You know what I'm saying? Would have checked you on that to not go over there with weed in your pocket.
Right.
With weed in your pocket. Shout out to that tall sister, because I do like them, those tall sisters.
You slay dragons.
I chop down trees.
They climb mountains. You know what I mean?
No, when I make love, I climb up. But you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's crazy, man. It's supposed to be the drink of the week.
Oh, yeah, man. Hold on.
It's supposed to be the drink of the week, not connection of the week. Nigga. Connection of the week.
He's like, what kind of water is you drinking?
Your life.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's that Blacks and Spanish Native American Indians, I went through it. So that's the reason why I could be sober at a bar.
Right.
And I'm saying that's the reason why I could be sober amongst my brothers and sisters who's drinking, and I still have a good time. And that's, you know what I'm saying? And you have to be taught that. I went through the fire. You know what I'm saying? I went through the fire. So I'm letting you know, you know what I'm saying? If you going through, you know what I'm saying? If you're going through like this dark cloud, or you're going through something and the job is getting on you, sisters, so on and so forth, brothers and sisters, you know what I'm saying? Call that, you know what I'm saying? Call the number that's close to you. So you don't have to drink that day. So you don't got to get up, you know what I'm saying? Got to drink, like, you know what I'm saying, 5 gallons of water.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Just to go to work. You know what I mean? You could get up okay and say, yo, I fought that demon that night. I fought that demon that night. I got, you know what I'm saying? I didn't have to drink that night. I did not have to drink that night. You know what I mean? And I'm giving up. You know what I'm saying? And I'm getting up okay and ready to go to this goddamn slavery that I don't want to go to.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It was the fight, Salakia.
Oh, y'all, you want to say something? Okay.
Salakia, if I may, what the officer's bringing out is heavy because what he's really saying by calling that number is that the answer to alcoholism is this brotherhood in the ISUPK and the Commander General Yohana. That's what he's really saying. It's the answer to a lot of problems, to all problems regarding Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Whether it's alcoholism, weed, or whatever else you're dealing with, call that number, get some counseling from the priests and prophets in ISUPK.
Right. Listen, and that's what's so important. Like always, listen, we have our fun games here. We talk, we might joke, but at the end of the day, we always want brothers and sisters to know that, listen, call us up. If you have any type of problem, call us up. We ain't gonna deny you. Even you bat crazy people out there, call us up and we gonna take the bats out your mind. You know what I'm saying?
Lord
Shake
knows.
the bats out your brain. Why? Because we love you. We're supposed to love you. Because if we don't love you, who else is gonna love you?
Right.
Not them Egyptians, not the white man, not anybody else, but us. Right. That's why, listen, it's family problems, family affairs, and we're here to solve it. Like the scripture says, gather together, O nation, not desire. We're not desire between us or any other nation.
Right.
So with that, we have to gather ourselves together some way and somehow. If it be through a prison program, food drives, a cooking corner, the drink of the week. Listen, let it be known, Cross the Line Radio, Black Watch, all these classes, Monday through Friday. Listen, we got to reach our brothers and sisters somehow. And that's what's important. And that's why, listen, the drink of the week, what we were talking about is important because why? You don't have to succumb to drinking every day. It may not be a sin, but don't lead it to do sinful stuff.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You could drink. Listen, it's not even a sin to act like to be drunk. But the problem is when you are drunk, you gonna sin.
That's right.
You're not sober-minded. We supposed to be sober-minded. You're supposed to be sober-minded. Why? Because you out there drunk. What might happen? You might smoke weed. You might be like, you know what? I'm gonna call this nigga up. I haven't talked to in years and tell him how I feel. I tell him how I feel. And guess what? You worked it out. You worked it out. Yo, what you doing right now? Yo, I'm right up the block like I used to be. Now you right back smoking and drinking and having sex with prostitutes like you were before.
Right.
Razza?
Salakia, so what you're saying is so hard body one west, and that was right. Because, you know what I'm saying? Confession is good for the soul. I was a caller. Oh, man. Oh, I was a caller. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. When I get drunk, I'm a caller. I'm a caller. I'm a lovey-dovey.
You LL Cool J, nigga.
I'm LL
This
Cool
nigga LJ
J.
on the phone. Yeah,
you know
baby.
What I'm saying? I'm LL Cool J doing, you know what I'm saying? Doing it's all based on whoredom. It's all based on whoredom. I apologize for a lot of, you know what I'm saying? But when I sober up, you know what I'm saying? In the priest and prophet had taught me, this is just the liquor.
Right.
It's the liquor talking. You know what I'm saying? I'm tough. You know what I'm saying? There's a liquid courage. That's what we used to call it back in the 90s. Liquid courage.
Still do.
But Salakia, sir, if I may, let me get, you know what I'm saying? And I'm going to say this over and over again. Let me get a scripture, please. And I'm going to drop the scripture before we drop the segment of the, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we'll end with your scripture. We'll end with your scripture.
That's my scripture. Isaiah chapter 5, verse 11. You know what I'm saying? Isaiah chapter 5, verse 11. Because this is the reason why I brung up, be dry for a week. Don't drink, you know what I'm saying? Don't drink for a week and see how you feel. Because, you know what I'm saying? And if you feel certain concerns or certain eagerness, call, you know what I'm saying? Let the priests and prophets of the ISUPK let you know that you don't have to be by your damn self.
Right. And you're not by yourself.
Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, you're not by yourself at all. But when I was in the world, I was by myself. You know what I'm saying? That the brothers that I thought that was my brother that put a stumbling block in front of me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I love to drink. I drink to get drunk. That was our philosophy. We drink to get drunk. You know what I'm saying? We can drink to get drunk. And I told them, I'm going to slow down. I'm going to stop. They continue drinking the good stuff. Oh, man, it was good. I was smelling it. It was delicious.
Right.
I was the dude at the bar. Yo, I buy, you know what I'm saying? Let me buy, buy it for you, buy it for him. You know what I'm saying? Let me buy you a drink. I was that guy. I never chilled inside a club on the dance floor or whatever. I was the dude at the bar.
Right.
I was that guy running up, doing the tab. You know what I'm saying? Keep them flowing. I was that guy. Then you guess what I'm going to do at the end of the night? I'm going to call. I'm going to call like 5 pieces. You know what I mean? I'm going to call because I was a caller. Yo, I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? I did this. I was that guy.
Right.
Sorry. You know what I'm saying? To my mother, all this other crazy stuff that the liquor done. You know what I'm saying? The spirit had on me.
Right.
That the spirit had on. But Barbara Shaw, if you have that scripture, can you read that, please? Isaiah 5:11.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 5, verse 11. Woe unto them that rise up early in the morning, that they may follow strong drink.
Well, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Because blacks and Spaniards and the American Indians, we say what? Woe. Woe is destruction.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Destruction, killing. You know what I'm saying? This is that liquid courage. You ready to kill your brother? He stepped on my shoes. You know what I'm saying? He did this. You know what I'm saying? He took my girl. This is at the club. While everybody's drinking. You know what I'm saying? While everybody's getting drunk. Because nobody drunk, you know what I'm saying? Nobody drink responsible. People drink, you know what I'm saying, at the club to get drunk, to get nice. You know what I'm saying? So read that from the top.
Woe unto them.
Woe to them. Who? Your brothers. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American. Yo, kill them. That's what it says. Read on.
That rise up early in the morning.
Yo, I'm rising up early in the morning. I'm thinking about killing them, and I'm rising up early in the morning. Because guess what? You know what I'm saying? In yesterday, I was drunk, and I'm thinking about killing my brother.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Read on.
That they may follow strong drink.
They will what? Do what?
Follow strong drink.
I was following strong drink yesterday. Now I'm rising up today to get even more strong drink to think about killing my brothers and sisters. Thinking about, you know what I'm saying? Because you know what I'm saying? I gotta be sober to sell my mother drugs, sell my sister drugs. No, I can't deal with that. I gotta get some strong drink. I gotta get a 40 ounce of, you know what I'm saying, of Red Bull. 40 ounces of Red Bull. 8 o'clock in the morning. I go 1-1 with my man. 1-1, because 40 ounces number is like $2. I mean, but number $1.50 or $2. We get our Red Bull, so we get our hustle on. We don't.
That continue until night.
That do what?
Continue until night.
Yo, I gotta drink 40s. I gotta drink some strong drink up until night. This is 8 o'clock in the morning. That's what time my alarm go off. So I get my hustle on so I can sell my drugs to my brothers and sisters. That's what time. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna be sober when I do that. You know what I'm saying? Because the reason why I'm not gonna be sober, because I'm on my block. If I was on another man's block, I'm gonna be sober. But I'm on my block, and I'm not gonna be sober because I know everybody on my block.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? This is, you know what I'm saying? This is in Winnie Young. You know what I'm saying? This is in Yonkers. This is on Warburton. You know what I'm saying? This is on South Broadway. This is what we do. Yo, you know what I'm saying? And I'm with my man. We're going to get high or drunk. You know what I'm saying? When I sell these drugs all day. We don't.
Till wine inflame them.
To what? To do what?
Till wine inflame them.
Whatever floats your boat. Yo, I don't got no money for no 40. I don't got no money for no Hennessy. I don't got no money for no Alizé. Yo, you know what we need to do? Grab some wine. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Grab some oh man, I forgot what the name of that
any of them, it doesn't matter.
You know what I'm saying? Grab some wine, but I'm looking for a particular wine because this is in the hood.
Right.
You know, and I used to drink it. Huh? Teleport? No, not teleport. It used to come in those old school kung fu movie jugs. The kung fu movie jugs.
Like the sake type?
Huh? No, it wasn't rice wine, but it used to come in the kung fu movie jugs.
Yeah,
and we used to get it. We used to get it because we couldn't get you know what I'm saying? We wanted something, you know what I mean? We wanted something else. besides 40s.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Oh man, going to come to me on Salakia to the brothers and sisters. Next week I'm gonna get it. But that's what we did. We got wine to what?
To wine inflame them.
To wine do what?
Inflame them.
Blacks and Hispanics and Native American Indians. Wine would do what to us?
Inflame them.
Will inflame us. Liquid courage. Now I killed our brother. Now you know what I'm saying. Now I can sell him drugs. Now I can fight him. This, you know what I'm saying? This is a dark cloud that's over Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. This is that dark cloud. This is oppression.
Right.
I gotta get up and go to work. No. I need a glass of wine.
Need a shot.
I need a shot of some of that strong. You know what I'm saying? It's after work and all day I've been thinking about, you know what I'm saying? Punching my boss out. I need a shot just to calm my nerves. My wife, my kids, go in the room so I can unwind when I walk into the door. I don't want to be around nobody. You know what I'm saying? You take a shot of wine. And that's the reason why we're doing, a dry week. We're drinking water. Agua. We're drinking water. You know what I'm saying? We're drinking water because this, you know what I'm saying? The 6-pack become, you know what I'm saying? Become a 12-pack.
Right.
Become a 24-pack. I know it because I did it.
Right.
I couldn't go to sleep without drinking a 6. I couldn't go to sleep without drinking a 24-pack and working up in the morning. I was that dude. I was living that dude. And you know what? I got to have some Chinese food on the side or a pizza. This is the hood. I grew up.
Right.
I know how. So ain't no fronting. Right. You know what I'm saying? Those 2 drinks become, that 1 drink become 2,
right.
2 become 4, so on and so forth. And Slocky, sir. And that's what happened. That wine, and like you say, these sisters drinking a lot of wine because they've been drinking a lot, you know what I'm saying? Because it started off with 1 glass. They was getting clashes off 1 glass. And Slocky, if I may, clashes mean drunk. That's a Yonkers term.
Right.
So, you know what I'm saying? Clashes mean everything clash. Everything is shaky. You know what I'm saying? Everything clash together. So that's, you know what I'm saying? That's what happened. Now she's drinking a bottle of the good stuff. And guess what? It was 7%. Now it's 13%. Now it's 17%. You know what I'm saying? Of liquor. Now it's 24%. You know they got 24% of liquor out there. Of wine. It's 24%.
That's crazy.
That joint is heavy. But you ain't gonna taste it because it tastes so sweet and delicious. It's like it, sir.
Listen, Most High in Christ, man. And listen,
glad
that
was
the drink of the week, man. Let's play that video and let's get into more articles, man.
All right, so we got 2 more articles here.
Listen, we might go into 1 more, right? We might get 1 more article.
Okay, so let's decide. What do you want, sir?
What we got?
You want
a devil. I want a devil.
you want us being the devil, or you want the devil being the devil?
I want the devil. That's both the devil. That's both. Just pick one, random.
Okay, that's what we're gonna do. Nason Jaquin Garcia. We spoke about him a while back.
Did we speak about it?
A while, like I think you spoke about it on one of your classes,
right?
And I think this is something we spoke about like one of the first show, but it's an update. Lawsuit alleges mega church leader raped hundreds of victims.
Good
made
Lord.
One call him uncle and forced incestuous threesome.
Dang. He made people have incest?
So, Salakia, sir, if I may, can you say that title once again? So the Blacks, Hispanics, Native American Indians know how the Christian church, the Catholic church, and the Muslim house, and everybody don't have no moral compass. This is what they do.
It says lawsuit alleges mega church leader raped hundreds of victims. Made one call him uncle and forced incestuous threesome.
My God, man. And these are the people who's giving you the word of God, huh?
That's crazy.
Giving you a leader raped hundreds of victims. Just think about this: raped hundreds, man.
That's crazy.
Hundreds of women getting raped in these mega churches, man. And then made one call him uncle and forced incestual threesome. Listen, man, this all goes back to your oppressor.
That's right.
Every single thing right here, at least what your oppressor does. Your oppressor did all this. Your oppressor raped you. He molested you. He makes you call him strange things. Call me uncle. Call me Mr. Sam to you.
That's crazy.
Make do all this and then force a threesome between all your sisters, your brothers, your mother, your father. And he gonna sit there and watch and get and be pleasured by all this.
He supposed to be a man of the Lord.
Right.
Come on now.
But go ahead, Usher. What we
That's
got
it right here.
I don't even know what. And that's supposed to be a brother.
Yes.
What tribe he from? Salakia.
Issachar.
Damn, man. Damn. Listen, Issachar know better. Because they did that to them down there.
Right.
They did that to them down there, man. He should know better.
They learned it from their oppressor.
Yeah.
It says 5 women are suing an international megachurch and its leader, convicted felon Nasan Joaquin Garcia, in California State Court over decades of alleged child sexual abuse and human trafficking.
That's crazy.
The 53-year-old so-called apostle of the Church of the Living God, pillar and ground of the truth, the light of the world.
This is all the church name?
This is the church's name.
You trying to convince us or something?
The church is called the Church of the Living God, comma, pillar and ground of the truth.
My God.
Comma, the light of the world, comma.
That is the name of it.
That's the name of the church.
Oh, goodness gracious. Go ahead.
Admitted to various child sex crimes earlier this year after a lengthy prosecution in the Golden State. He was subsequently convicted and sentenced to nearly 17 years in prison. His church, which claims more than 5 million members worldwide, has stood by its shepherd through it all. Now, in a 49-page complaint, the church, Garcia, and several affiliate businesses and individuals are being sued for various damages to a class that is expected to include well over 500 alleged victims as plaintiffs.
500?
500.
John, goodness gracious. That's an industry.
This I think that's more than Epstein.
Yeah, that's an industry right there. Like that's a machine.
That's
you know what I mean? Like,
ridiculous,
is
man.
that's that? If it's that many, that's not a church. I mean, obviously it's not a church, but that is a machine. Like that's the industry.
And I want to say again, he admitted to various child sex crimes.
Crazy.
So your church leader, this apostle of the Church of the Living God, pillar and ground of the truth and the light of the world, this apostle admitted to various, not one type, not just once, but to various child sex crimes.
They only gave him 17 years?
17 years.
Nah.
Crazy.
If I could, right? Let me get Psalm chapter 14 and start at verse. You can start at verse 1. That way. But this is ridiculous, man.
That's crazy.
Listen, that is ridiculous. He out there raping and not only that, getting money from the church and said over 500 people, man.
It said they stuck by him. Like, what? Like,
listen, I don't want to hear nothing when I say the white man the devil. Then
at all.
I don't want to hear nothing. Listen, I wish I had the article. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Somebody talk. I gotta find this article. Yeah, 14 and 4. Let me see if I can find this article real quick.
Salakia, sir, if I may. See, this goes along for Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. And I say this every time on the Brotherhood class, every Tuesday. You know what I'm saying? Every Tuesday that we have to separate thyself from thy enemies.
Right.
We have to stop. You know what I'm saying? When I'm talking about separate thyself from thy enemies, stop taking on the philosophy. You know what I'm saying? Stop taking on the European culture. Stop talking about these other heathen culture. You know what I'm saying? Let us be, you know what I'm saying? Let us be special. You know what I'm saying? And holy. You know what I'm saying? And let them be a goddamn filthy ass perverted rapists.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Rape. You know, rape according to the Bible is like taking, you know what I'm saying, a person's life. It's like taking a person's life. You know what I'm saying? In Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, you know what I'm saying? We never separate ourselves from this goddamn rapist.
Right.
We never did. You know what I'm saying? So every day we have to get up and scrub and, you know what I'm saying, and rub our, you know, and take these showers 20 times a day.
Right.
To get the stench. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? This perverted bastard, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? He's deceiving our people.
500.
They went for him.
500.
Now I'm saying 500, but I think we lowballing it.
Could be.
Because the Christian church, the Catholic church, remember,
this is just one.
They molest kids. That's their thing.
Yeah.
They molest the babies.
Yeah.
How many babies that they molested in, you know what I'm saying, in Mexico? In Mexico.
Right.
They just transferred them. They just transferred the molesters.
Yeah, they move them around.
Just transferred. And guess what? The brothers and sisters got molested. Where did they get counseled? Those they get healed.
Nowhere.
Where did they get counseled? Did they get healed?
Nowhere.
And guess what? And they're gonna go.
Salakia, sir, if I could. It's heavy what you're bringing out because this is a Protestant church. You know, an international Protestant church that is doing the same work that we always hear about the Catholic Church. A lot of Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans might get fooled because they'll look at the Catholic priest and the Pope and say, oh, they're disgusting because they're rapists and they touch little kids. Your pastor's a rapist. Right. Your pastor touched little kids too in the Protestant church, and they do it on an international level, no different than the Catholic Church. They're all disgusting. You know, this dude right here is a Protestant church leader from Mexico. And he's an international child trafficking rapist.
Right.
No different than down the block from his church is a Catholic church. You know, with Issacharite brothers in there as well, and with Edomites in there. And they are doing the same exact. It's absolutely no different.
It's all fruit from the same tree.
From the same exact tree.
Like, it's all Catholicism, whether you flavor it Protestant or Catholic, it's all the same. Yeah, I mean, and it's an industry. Clearly, this is an industry of abuse. Like, and that gotta be mentioned. Like, you talk about the Catholic Church, you talk about the Protestant Church, you talk about all these numbers. I mean, paying out billions in restitutions. Right. Like, this is what they do.
Listen, I can't find that article. The funny thing, I sent it to Ashar because we did a camp speaking on this like 4 years ago, somewhere around there. But it was basically about in Rome in the Catholic Church how they had to pay back billions of dollars.
Yeah, billions of dollars
because the amount of children they were raping. You know what I'm saying? The amount of children they were raping was beyond belief that they had to pay out billions upon billions of dollars. And I was trying to show that, listen, it starts from them. Like they go to school for this stuff.
Right.
They go to school to learn what? How to rape, how to molest, how to manipulate kids and women and children and do all types of wickedness to them. Paraza?
Salakia, so if I may, you know what I'm saying? They come together, you know what I'm saying, and talk about this. You know what I'm saying? But the only thing, and this is how wicked they are, the only thing they talk about, how are we going to get the kids to not talk? How are we going to get you know what I'm saying? How the kids, right. You know what I'm saying? How are we going to get the kids that, you know what I'm saying, that we raping to not talk?
Right. And to
not talk.
And you know they're speaking about it because they keep transferring the different rapists to different places, right? So because of the accusation. So you know there has to be a conversation with one priest to a so-called priest to another one about their actions. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a business. It's an industry of rape.
Right.
Like, this is what they do. Listen, you got to ask yourself, besides raping and taking money, what else they do? That is what they do. You understand what I'm trying to say? People, they may be fooled, you know what I mean, thinking it's a bad apple, this and that, but ask yourself, what do they produce besides that?
Right.
Nothing. That is what they do. That's their job. Their job is to rape and manipulate and take money. Like, that's what they do. That's what they all been doing, right? They don't produce anything else besides that. they consistently, as we can see, produce rape. They become a haven for rapists, and molesters, and manipulators. That's it. That's all they do.
Yeah.
So you got to ask yourself, what type of person would want to join that? That says something. That says something about your mindset. You will be a person who want. That's like a black person wanting to join the LAPD. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, where's your mind? I want to join an organization that's known for molestation and rape. And as we see with this case right here in Mexico, it's lucrative, and that's why they do it. And they're evil. I mean,
Salaki, so if I may, and even the General Hyman brought it out on Thursday. Why do these people go into the Catholic Church? Why do these people go into the Christian church? Because, you know what I'm saying, and these are already, you know what I'm saying, homosexual. You know what I'm saying, homosexuals.
Right.
These is homosexual, and they want to fight that urge for being homosexual because they believe in, you know what I'm saying, they believe in God.
Right.
You know what I'm saying, they believe in God, so they go in these churches. What did these churches teach them?
How to be more homosexual.
But the reason why they went into the church, because they thought the church would be able to help them to fight those urges.
Right.
And the home, you know what I'm saying, and you know what I'm saying, and the gay men became pedophiles.
Right.
Became pedophiles because the Christian church did not teach them to let them know that they cannot allow to do that.
And that's the manipulation right there, right? If you know people are coming to you damaged, you have a choice.
That's
As a leader, there's a choice being made. Do I help this person or do I manipulate this person? And time again, right? The person they entrusted you with their safety. They entrusted you with, you know, with leadership. And time again, the Catholic, Christian, all the same. These churches manipulate.
Right.
That is the choice they're making.
That's right.
That is the fruit of that Catholic thing. That is who they are. That is what the organization is. You know what I mean? At some point, our people have to wake up and understand this is not a place you go. This that God don't live there.
Right.
You know what I mean? They listen, they battle us. When they gonna battle them?
Right.
When they gonna battle? They stuck by him, it said.
Listen, and that's the problem. Haryal, you wanted to say something real quick?
Salaki, sir. And just to piggyback off what the officer's saying, like, why they only locked him up? You know, he can't do 500 different cases all on his own. Why ain't the ushers locked up? Why the organist is not locked up? Where's the junior pastor, the guy with the collection plate, the person that meets you when you come in the door? Like, if we was on the block and we was a gang and two of us committed a crime, the feds are come and take all of us down.
Absolutely.
Right. They come and take the dude that was sitting on the bench drinking. He ain't did nothing. He'll go on a secret indictment.
That's right.
The whole organization should be taken down.
Exactly.
Right.
Everybody should. He shouldn't be the only one locked up.
And if I may, right? How is it that these churches, all these organizations, ain't coming down with the RICO?
Right.
They are. listen. On paper. They are an organization. They have a tax inclination, all that, right? Like if all of them should get hit with the RICO, like the Catholic Church, all because it's your organization.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? You listen. You're working in what we would call like the color of the law. Like you all. That's why you wear a uniform. You're together. Like you know what I'm saying? Like listen, they should if you're all in one organization, everybody, that's it, RICO.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? It goes deeper. That's why.
Right.
That's why.
True. But if I could, right, let me get that scripture, the Psalms 14:4.
That's a good one. It's a good one.
Colonel Khan, sir. The book of Psalms, chapter 14, verse 1.
That's right.
The fool hath said in his heart, there is no God.
He says what?
There is no God.
That's what that guy was doing. This is what this pastor was doing. He says what?
There is no God.
So because there is no God to him, he could do whatever he wants.
Right.
He can rape, he can murder, he can child molest, call me Uncle Sam, call me Martinez.
Right.
You know, could call him whatever he wants you to call him. Have sex with your brother, your mother, your father, your dog, your aunties. Have all y'all in this big orgy. Because what, huh?
The fool hath said in his heart,
right?
There is no God.
Listen, there is no God. And that's what they think. They think there is no God. All these pastors think there is no God. Because why? There's no repercussions for what I do. I remember, listen, there was what was it? That brother in New York that's been on the news. The one that got robbed in Brooklyn. What was it? I forget his name, but yeah, but the one he got Gucci suits on is the black guy. He was just in the news recently talking about he about to fight some black woman arguing with him in his church.
Right.
He ain't scared of listen,
on camera.
On camera. They are scared of nothing. Because what, Har?
The fool has said in his heart, there is no God.
There is no God, man. I'm making all this bread. Why, Har?
There is no God.
I'm gonna have y'all have a threesome. Why?
There is no God.
There is no punishment for me in hell because of what?
There is no God.
Keep going.
They are corrupt.
They are what?
They are corrupt.
Every pastor out there is what?
They are corrupt.
When they want your tithes, why?
They are corrupt.
When they want to spend all this money on G4s and limos and suits is what?
They are corrupt.
They are corrupt, man.
It's a mega church.
There is no God. They are corrupt. Keep going.
They have done abominable work.
They have done what?
Abominable work.
This bastard did what?
Abominable work.
Keep going.
There is none that doeth good.
There's none that do good, man. I don't give a damn who it is you show me out there in those Christian pastors, Roman Catholic, Catholicism, Jehovah's Witness church.
Right.
It says what, Har?
Abominable works.
Uh-huh. Keep going.
There is none.
There is what?
There is none.
There's one.
There is none.
No, there's Geno Jennings.
There is none.
There's IUIC.
There is none.
The GMS, man, they promote rape too.
There is none.
There is none out there, man. If you're not in the ISUPK out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, there's only one out here, and that's us.
Right.
Because there's what, Haryala?
There is none.
There's none out there. I don't care who you show me. I don't care what pastor you show me or whatever. They all fall short and they all are corrupt and do abominable works.
Right.
Man. Keep going.
There is none that doeth good.
Right.
Verse 2. The Lord looked down from heaven upon the children of men.
Right. Look down. Salaki, look down.
Salakia.
Yeah.
The Lord looked down from heaven.
Right.
Upon the children of men. To see if there were any that did understand.
Right.
And seek God. 3. They are all gone aside.
They have all gone what?
They are all gone aside.
Keep going.
They are all together become filthy.
Listen, they all filthy. They all do abominable works. They don't look for God because there is none in their eyes, and they are filthy. Keep going.
There is none that doeth good.
Right.
No, not one.
Listen, and this is right here. It's showing you not one of them out there are gonna do good. I don't give a damn if they're feeding the poor, and behind all that money's backed up by what? Child pornography.
That's right.
Raping. You saw that. You see it up there. He done had his whole mega church damn near is in filth. Why? Because of him. He's saying, "Oh, this is good. Listen, I'm a man of God. Of course, I'm gonna lead you in the right way." Parazazar?
So what you're saying that, you know what I'm saying, if they do food drives, so on and so forth, that stuff is backed up of homosexuality.
Right.
It's no, I'm letting you know, it's backed up.
Yeah, of course.
Homosexuality.
That's right.
And they think, you know what I'm saying, and the people that's poor, the people that's struggling and looking for something to eat, they think homosexuality now is okay.
Right.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Well, not only that is okay, they'll bypass it. They're not paying no mind.
And that's exactly what's happening
right
now as we speak.
Right, because brothers and sisters who do that today in the Christian church, they will ask them, "Is homosexuality wrong?" Yes. Is he a homosexual? I can't judge, brother. I'm not a judge. Right. I can only leave that to God.
Right.
God Himself can only judge you and me.
Exactly.
Knowing that's wrong. I just put money in this goddamn plate. Put money in this plate. and watch it multiply in your face.
I done see it done.
Listen, that's
Exactly.
what they do.
Exactly.
Huh?
Salaki said that's exactly what they do.
I know.
I'm around.
Listen, they gonna run around
that.
Yeah, they're gonna run around
every
the
Monday and
whole.
Wednesday.
Listen,
I'm around that every Monday and
they're
Wednesday.
gonna run around that whole question.
Right.
Is it a sin? Listen, brother, we all sin. We
Man.
all fall short in the eyes of God, man.
Yeah.
So I cannot judge this homosexual brother in this church. All I know is he pays his tithes.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? But keep going.
Verse 4.
Uh-huh.
Have all the workers of iniquity no knowledge?
Listen, it's have all the workers of iniquity no knowledge. Keep going.
Who eat up my people as they eat bread.
And that's what they do, man.
500.
They've been eating up our people like bread for the most part. They've been doing this continually since when we came here in goddamn slave ships. Since they introduced this goddamn religious belief onto us. They've been eating us like what, Har?
As they eat bread.
Keep going.
And call not upon the Lord.
Because they don't believe in the Most High, man.
Right.
They don't give a damn. They don't know no knowledge. They don't. Have all the workers of iniquity no knowledge? They don't. They are sinful bastards. And the funny thing, they know he knows what he's doing is wrong.
Right.
He know rape is wrong. He a bastard. I'm telling you, he read the scriptures. You have to know scriptures to fool people in scriptures.
Exactly.
If you haven't read the scriptures, you can't fool nobody. Right. How you gonna know where to fool them at? Where? I have to read this, and when it gets up to here, I'm gonna fool them with this and bring that into it. They know knowledge, but they don't know the knowledge of God, man. They don't know that you can't have that you're not supposed to have sex with a person's mother and their sister and their brother, and you're not supposed to do all that.
Right.
Not supposed to. But listen, he think he a man of God. He can do whatever he want.
A worker of iniquity.
Yeah. There ain't no God. So listen, who gonna judge me? You ain't gonna judge me because I told you not to judge other people. So you ain't gonna judge me. You listen to me. You put money in my collection and pay. How you gonna judge me out here? I don't judge you, Sean. I don't judge you, Sean. I know what you do on your days off. So how you gonna judge me and the things I do? And what you gonna say? You can't say nothing because you're doing the same wickedness the pastor is doing.
And that's the manipulation right there.
Salakia, sir, if I may, those without sin cast the first stone. Mm-hmm. That's exactly that they did pull.
Listen,
that's exactly, and in the Christian church, I told them those is done away with. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Don't hold anybody accountable to, you know what I'm saying, to their actions.
Listen, that's 100% true, man. And this is why we do shows like this. We have Across the Line Radio, Black Watch, with Commanding General Yohana. We have all these things to inform our people. What they doing out there is crazy.
Right.
You think it's crazy when I'm out there speaking on a plywood with some boots and braids and some studs telling the white man's the devil? I get ridiculed for that. I get called a racist. I get called listen, you're a terrorist organization. I have not bombed or blew up nobody. I haven't shot at nobody. I haven't raped or molested or told someone to call me uncle at all. But our oppressor, what he does absolutely everything and above that's wicked in the scriptures, and he gets praised for it.
Right.
He gets money for it. He gets bonds. He gets everything saved from whatever he has to do.
They pay him.
Yeah, they pay him to do all this stuff. He not only that, he gets to become a god.
Right.
Because why? Listen, it's all right. Forgive your brother. Forgive him. He shot your mother. Cry for him because he needs someone to cry to. Because God needs the love that you have. He don't have the love that you got. So praise God, everybody. That's all they want. They want nice things.
Right.
They want everybody dust out. They don't want people really serving the Most High God.
Doing the work.
Because if they really were serving the Most High God, there wouldn't be no rapists out there.
That's right.
There wouldn't be no child molesters. The scriptures talk about saving the widows and the fatherless child and the older and the elderly. These are the people who's in these churches. Right. The young, the widows, the elderly. Why? Because there's no men to guide them. Right. So who they gotta look to? They gotta look for a man of God, the so-called man of God. And he betrays every single one of them in that church. And this is why we have to continue this work and this truth, man. I don't give a damn. We have to make more shows, make more schools around the nation. I don't give a damn if it's more videos and more camps. We have to make sure every single brother and sister don't have to witness and go through this type of stuff, man.
Right.
I don't give a damn what has to be done. We out here arguing over nonsense. You want to argue over Egyptian texts and this while your mother's getting raped when she go to church. She don't believe in your Egyptian crap. She believe in that white Jesus. And what she doing? She getting molested and don't know how to tell you.
Right.
Paradazar.
Salaki, so if I may, you know what I'm saying? And what you're saying is hard by one West. You know what I'm saying? This is the issues that we have to talk about. They talk about, you know what I'm saying? What is the tectonic place that Israel is on?
Right.
They're going. I'm counseling a woman that was raped, and he's going to tell me what the tectonic place that Israel is on.
Right.
So goddamn what? So goddamn what? Our people is destroyed out there.
Right.
You going to tell me about some damn plates?
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? You going to tell me about some damn plate and try to build an argument over that? I don't care. You know what I'm saying? So what? Okay, Israel is on the African tectonic plates. Is that going to keep my sister from getting raped?
Right. You argued about that. 500 of your brothers and your sisters.
Listen, it's horrendous out there, man.
Right.
It's horrendous. And listen, the only safe haven is here in the ISUPK, man.
Right.
The only place where you can promise that your kids will be safe, your wife will be safe, your old elderly will be safe. Listen, your brothers will be safe, because anywhere else is all you're gonna get is destruction and death and somebody taking your money.
That's right.
Somebody's gonna take your money, that your hard-earned money that you give to the congregation, hoping that they're gonna save you, save the neighborhood, help us in a time of need, where they're absolutely destroying you in your time of need.
Right.
You understand? But listen, we at that time of the day where we gotta wrap things up. I wish we could stay another 4 or 5 hours, but I gotta eat something. Salaka. I eat nothing all day.
Yeah, it's time.
I eat nothing all day for y'all. You know what I'm saying? I got up, took a shower, came here to speak to y'all, and I ain't eat yet. I just been drinking juice and water all day. I gotta eat something. Salaka.
Sir, you didn't get your French fries, sir.
Listen, I ain't eat anything. No fries, no nothing. No veggies, no nothing. No cereal, not even a granola bar. It's all good. I did it for the brotherhood. But like always, man. Listen, this is Let It Be Known. But listen, before we go, who we got with us, Ashar? Who we got with us before we head out? Shout the same people out, nigga.
Nigga made it quick.
Shout them niggas out.
Greg Walker, we got Zion Library TV, we got a Bendigo, Meshach, Bell I or Bell One, also 5,000 Madabar, Danisha Jones, Shabar.
Listen, Most High in Christ.
Damn right.
Yeah.
Listen, you don't have to go through all that, but listen, we appreciate every brother and sister who stuck with us today. Even if you was with us for 5-10 minutes in the beginning and left. Listen, we appreciate you coming on the show and supporting. Like always, man, listen, send in something. You have an article. You might be in a town that we might not know nothing is going on. Send in an article. Send in a video saying what's going on so we could talk about it. Send in a drink. Send in something so we can help support Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, man. Right. Because we here for you. We're not here to argue. We here to get things done, get jobs done. But like always, Ashar, you know what to do. Hit that music, boy. And until next week on Let It Be Known, Shalom, Israel.
I'm right.
Hey, yo, Habanah,
Y'all, what's up, Ottawa?
Yo, you know we got to do it again.
Damn right.
They're killing us in these streets, you know?
Yeah, man, this shit crazy.
Let's ride.
Let's get it.
My heart goes out to all of my brothers who been shot by the cops, can't trust the undercover. Cold-blooded the way they did to Mitch Stanley. Shot him in front of his own home with his family. Innocent black man killed once again. To the hands of these crooked cops, they ain't your friend. Hunters down, they bloodthirsty men. Gunners down, walk free and they win.
They killing us like George Floyd. Put a knee to your neck while they hold you down. You can't run, they'll gun you down if you drive away like Andrew Brown. Same way they did Matthew Williams. He had a knife, but they ain't have to kill him. Lied on him, say he lunged at him. He tried to flee, they shot their guns at him.
It ain't gotta be nighttime, it can be broad daylight. Get out your car, try to get back in, they'll kill you like Dante Wright. If you think cops like us, they don't, they hate us with all they might. When they pull you over, guns drawn, finger on trigger, they don't play fight.
Nah, they don't play right. They don't give a fuck about witnesses. Gotta really show them what the business is. Why they out here killing kids, and we see what it really is. Got me losing my appetite. Man, the bitches harassing you at the light. When you feel you gon' die, then it's fight or flight. That's what happened to Rodney Applewhite.
Tired of these cops killing us. Every day of the year they killing us.
Tired of these cops killing us. When you turn on the news, they killing us.
Tired of these cops killing us. In broad daylight they killing us.
Tired of these cops killing us.
They killing us, they killing us. Tired of these cops killing us. Every day of the year they killing us.
Tired of these cops killing us. When you turn on the news, they killing us.
Tired of these cops killing us. In broad daylight they killing us.
Tired of these cops killing us.
They killing us, they killing us.
Never will understand. We living in fear. We kill every day because they got the upper hand. They murdered another man. Yeah, his name Joshua Feast. Kicking his body, he lay in the streets. It's the belly of the beast. That's why we say fuck the police. Fuck.
Crooked cops stay stalking. Kurt Reinhold murdered for jaywalking. Damn. Pull me over, I hand you my gun license. I ain't doing no talking. Yeah. Justice for McHale Rose, murdered by police at 19 years old. They said he had burglarized some place, but that was a lie. Let the story be told.
They live by it, they gon' die by it. Understand what I really mean. Shoot a nigga while he handcuffed in a seat belt that was really green. Patiently waiting for the Lord's vengeance. In the UPK, we got the illest team. All devils, they must die. Cut their heads off with a guillotine.
Right. AJ Crones and Sincere Pierce, y'all gonna learn who they are. That's right. The cops massacred these two young brothers and shot at their car. These devils can't help us, it's one solution, let's not pretend. We begin to police our own neighborhoods, we must defend and bring these homicides to an end. Tired of these cops killing us, every day of the year they killing us.
Tired of these cops killing us. When you turn on the news, they killing us.
Tired of these cops killing us. In broad daylight, they killing us.
Tired of these cops killing us.
They killing us. They killing us. Tired of these cops killing us. Every day of the year, they killing us.
Tired of these cops killing us. When you turn on the news, they killing us.
Tired of these cops killing us. In broad daylight, they killing us.
Tired of these cops killing us.
They killing us. They killing us. Tired of these cops killing us. Every day of the year they killing us.
Tired of these cops killing us. When you turn on the news, they killing us.
Tired of these cops killing us. In broad daylight they killing us.
Tired of these cops killing us.
They killing us. They killing us. Tired of these cops killing us. Every day of the year they killing us.
Tired of these cops killing us. When you turn on the news, they killing us.
Tired of these cops killing us. In broad daylight they killing us.
Tired of these cops killing us.
They killing us. They killing us.
Now I'm telling you, man. They really ain't gonna believe that I got a baby in my arms while I'm doing this. Little Zahar, man, won't be quiet, but check it out, yo. Yo. Playing spades, reminiscing on days before niggas started shooting, we would still catch fades. It's like the world's a lot scarier since crack grenades. And the only thing that we became is rats in a maze. Cause all my brother cares about is trapping in J's. Mine's fucked up from the pills and the haze. Pop said we hard-headed, stuck in our ways. So I've been praying to the most high that it's just a phase, yup. Hardly surprised and always amazed, especially at what's been getting radio plays. Yo, I wanna be the cataclysm of a cataclysm, bomb atomically and take it back to lyrics. lyricism. But you know, nowadays, it seems like it's forbidden. Anybody in the industry knows they ain't fucking with them. And anyone on sign, they wanna be outshined. So I guess it's just me, myself, and all these empty lines. I never knew that being nice would get you penalized. Once you blowing up, they wanna know your penis size. Hoes all staring, saying you got dreamy eyes. And if you ain't fake, they wanna see you demonized. If they be dropping gems, then his flow is El Dorado. A midnight marauder, young desperado with a bravado. That's a hard act to follow. Make your favorite rapper look like amateurs at the Apollo. Yo, and that's a hard pill to swallow. Me and my vato steady painting pictures like Picasso. Feds trying to clock us like Pablo and Gustavo. Go and tell straight to the Gestapo. Hola muchacho, yo hablo español. El hombre blanco es el diablo. Now I'm going over heads like a poncho. Trying to stack chips with more cheese than some nachos. Why you acting macho? Your whole clique is gato. They ain't want beef, but I'll feel it like a taco. Yo, don't get it twisted like a rasta. Don't be bringing none of that bullshit into mi casa. You ain't seen this much crack since the Contras. Belly of the beast, we all live inside a monster. That's why I be thanking God I'm alive, tapping into different vibes, penning more than a scribe. Every verse an open letter sent to all the tribes. Lost in the ghetto, steady struggling to survive. Yo, the things I seen with a pair of eyes got me out here living in this like desensitized. Part of the reason that I'm hardly if ever surprised. I've heard the screams of brothers and seen mothers that cried. Seen a soul leave a body right before he died. 23 years old, gunned down before his prime. While your favorite rapper only talking dollar signs. But when our people in trouble, they quiet as a mime. Every day is the struggle, I speak it through these lines. That's how I know they can't relate, I speak their daily lives. I'm representing for my nation, all the lost tribes. All my people that been locked up ain't seen 25. Cause being born a minority was their first crime. They serve and protect, choking your neck, sever your spine. They murder one of us, no guilty verdict when they try. They wonder why they get no respect and we call them swine. Live in a time where you lose your life and become a vine. Friends turn to t-shirts, corners turn to shrines. And if our leader ain't a Pharisee, then he's a scribe. Cause he ain't coming out unless he thinks he can scrape a dime. Get his name in the paper, face in the lime. The world's black and white and you better pick a side. If I wasn't strong enough, then I would break inside. But I found the truth right before I lost my mind. Sorry, mama, I promised it wouldn't change me, but I would have went insane had I remained the same me. And I know you feel the same way if they slay me. So when I say the white man is the devil, don't blame me. I'm not here to make friends, kiss babies, shake hands for politics. Yo, what's affecting all the college kids? I mean, why did the students shoot up the colleges? Newborns found in shopping bags and garbages. All these problems that nobody acknowledges. Promise you one thing, you gonna acknowledge this.
You know what I mean? Like that.